All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, scene basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust saying you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby. What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday, man. Start of the week, man. Top of the week, man. I already know some people at work, you know what I'm saying, getting to that bag, man, as they should, man. But we are here live and direct right here at CamJNetwork, man. Sorry but not sorry, Boxing Talk Monday on arrival right here, man. Full in effect, man. And we got a lot. When I say we got a lot to go over, we got a lot to go over. And the crazy part, I had a whole show ready to do yesterday. I would have done this show yesterday, but I'm absolutely glad that I did it this Monday morning. I ain't going to even lie, because a lot of shit just started coming out with guys. Just a lot of the fighters yesterday was tweeting a lot yesterday. A lot of talk on Twitter, that, you know what I'm saying, yesterday, man, from the fighters yesterday, man. So we're going to get into all of that. But, of course, we got to recap the fights from this Saturday that went down, man, between Pierce versus Parra and Navarette versus Nunez. We're going to start that off with the show and everything, you feel me? And we're going to get into, those main topics, man, talking about Mr. Keyshawn Davis all over the place, calling out everybody. You know what I mean? And, of course, Navarette, Nunez, like I said, we're going to get into that. Of course, we're going to get into the conversation about Ryan versus Devin. Ryan, yesterday, he was live on Kick, so we're going to play his video of him going live yesterday. And then a new interview dropped to this morning, hot off the presses, with Mr. Bill Haney on The Last Stand. So we're gonna get into that as well, man. And the conversation, man, there's another rumor popping out here with Mr. Rolly Romero, and Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into a lot to this morning, man, for sure, man. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Hype up the show, too, as well. Hit the hype button, man. It helps us in the algorithm. We need y'all help in the algorithm. Hype the show up. Hit the like button. Cash App is definitely open. $ CamJNetwork. Super Chat is open. Super thanks. All of that good stuff, man. Support the channel. Support the grind, man. Y'all going to appreciate this show. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. You heard me. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Let me go ahead and salute to my people that's in the building so far. Then we can get into these fights from this weekend. Salute to my brother, All Things in the building, man. You heard my man. Smash that like button. You already know the vibes, man. Smash the like button. Salute to my brother, All Things. Day one supporter of the channel, man. You already know the vibes. And salute to my boy on the money line. What's popping, my brother? What's good, bro? What's popping? What's popping? And salute to my boy D1, man. Angry, one half of Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, man. Salute to my brother and subscribe to the channel, man. Angry White Man Boxing Podcast as well. He said, y'all owe me an apology. I told y'all they was cloud chasing on Twitter. Ryan fighting Kerr and Rolly offered Devin a unification. We gonna get into all of that conversation, but you damn sure don't get no apology, because we gonna lay this whole shit down for sure. For sure. Trust. Trust. Salute to my brother Lee Jackson, man. What's popping with my boy Lee Jack, man? Another day one supporter of the channel, man. Y'all already know the vibes. And look at my boy Dodger, man. What's popping with my boy Dodger, Texas, in the building? Said it's Rolly versus Dev now. Salute. Yeah, man. So we're going to get into that conversation, most definitely. And salute to my sister, Kwee. Man, y'all already know. Subscribe to my sister. She live every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time, man. Definitely. Salute to my sister for sure. You already know the vibes. Yeah. Oh, the Clizzy. You already know. Yeah, Dodrick, I got all the content, brother. Trust. We're going to get into all of that. We got all the content. Trust. We see everything on boxing. Everything. Nothing gets past CamJ. Nothing gets past CamJ. And salute to my boy Two Sizzle in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my dog. And salute to my boy Crush the Legend, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Crush the Legend, man. Live every morning between 6 and 9 a.m. with coffee and donuts for grown-ups. Subscribe to my brother Crush the Legend, man. You already know the vibes. And all right, man. So let's go ahead and get into these weekend fights, man. All right, so we're gonna start out with the first John. Let's start with the first one. And let me go ahead and roll the clip for the first one. Well, I find it. There we go. Matter of fact, oh yeah, starting out the weekend. All right, y'all remember last week? Well, the week before, I interviewed my boy Nico Da Vinci Woods, man, from DC. And of course, he had this fight this past weekend, man, against Denzel Bolden. So I got to play a clip of my guy, man, putting in that work from this past Saturday. Then we get into the rest of the fights from Saturday. Right there, that was the clip from my boy Nico Da Vinci Woods, man, from the DC this past Saturday in his fight. He got a second round stoppage. You know what I mean? Moving on to 6-0 and 5 knockouts, like we talked about in our interview a couple weeks ago. You feel me? And his next fight, June 27th, man. So salute to my brother Nico Da Vinci Woods on getting his victory this past Saturday. And let's go ahead and go to the next round, man. As far as Pierce and Parra card, let's get into a couple of fights from there and drop the clip. Wasn't the initial clip that I meant to drop. I meant to drop Carmel, but we'll get into Carmel talking about this. All right, so of course, Elijah Pierce and obviously you seen Lorenzo Parra. They fought this past Saturday, man. And I gotta pull up what I said about this fight too, because you know I always tweet about the fights. Always. What did I say? What did I say? Pull it up. All right. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. There you go. All right. So this is what I said about the fight, man. With Lorenzo Parra stops Elijah Pierce in the second round. A wild upset right there, man. And you know, Parra, he wobbled Pierce in the first round, and Parra gained confidence early on after he wobbled him in the first round, and he went for the kill and clipped Pierce. Having Pierce, you know, Elijah Pierce in the corner, man, which was crazy. If y'all seen it, you know, I was watching the fight and I'm like, man, why Elijah Pierce keep, you know, he keep maneuvering around the ropes? Like, why you stand on the ropes? Like, you need to be keeping the fight inside the middle of the ring. You need to keep the fight in the middle of the ring. That's where you got your best shot at. You don't got your best shot over there on the ropes in the corner and everything. And obviously you seen in that clip with Elijah Pierce right there where, you know, Parra has him in the corner and he teeing off on him, bro. Just teeing off on him, going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? That first round, you know, when he wobbled him in that first round, it was like, oh, I'm watching the fight like, bruh, this ain't looking good because you know, Elijah starts off bad in the first round and in a couple of fights that we done seen from Elijah Pierce. You know what I mean? And definitely was a big upset for the 126-pound division, of course, because you know this was a WBO title eliminator for 126 right here. And let me add a little bit more context to after the fight. Seeing my dog Elijah Pierce, he ran up and talked to Parra after the fight. So let me play that clip.
Yeah. Get on rematch. All depends on what the promoter said.
Yeah. If we can, I would love to rematch. Whenever you're able to. Whenever able.
He understands.
Okay.
No entiende, ¿verdad? Está diciendo que
No.
él quiere pelear contigo otra vez.
La revancha, bueno. Gracias. Gracias por la oportunidad. Gracias.
Yeah, so that was Elijah Pierce right there talking to Lorenzo Parra after the fight, where he was saying that he wants the rematch with Parra, and Parra, he agreed to do so. So we'll see if it happens. You know what I mean? It's definitely a real, you know, intriguing situation though, for sure, because you know, after you beat somebody down like that, when you stop a guy in the second round, it's like why rematch you? You know what I'm saying? I stopped you in the second round. Why do I need to rematch you? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to play this too from Elijah Pierce too real quick.
So I'm here now with the Wolfman Elijah Pierce. Everybody seen what happened, man, and you know, when you in there, everybody know it's boxing. Has to go off to your opponent, has to go off to you. You risk your life. You put yourself in the ring, man, to give it your all. I know you have plans on becoming a world champion. Where did this put you at now, man?
Man, well, first and foremost, I'm still gonna give all glory to God. You know, first and foremost, but once again, like I said, thank you for I'm thankful for the opportunity to even have step in the ring. Yeah, tonight didn't go as planned. Man, I mean, I did feel like I was still able to continue. I get that, it looked how it looked or whatever. Everybody got their different version of what they feel, whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like I could have continued. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. I lost. And I got to take it to the chin, like a man. So it is what it is. I'll be back, of course. I'm not stopping. Hopefully I can get a rematch sometime. I don't know when, but, if I got to fight my way back, that's what I got to do. Ultimately, to all those who support me, I love you. If you who truly support me, and if you turn on me, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't define me. A loss doesn't define me. I've lost before. You know what I'm saying? I haven't lost in years, but here we are. I gotta just take it on the chin like a man. So to everybody, like I said, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm still, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna go look at my drawing board. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend time with my kids, love on my kids, and I'm gonna figure out, what's next for me. I'm not retiring or anything like that. I'm still gonna fight. I just gotta see what's gonna be the next step to get to this world title, because it's still not going away. And I know I still got some things I gotta work on and tweak a little bit. Because in the end of the day, tonight shouldn't have happened that way, but it did. So thankful to everybody who, like I said, who support. Thank you to the Faces of Boxing Podcast TV who always been in my corner. Love you guys, and like I said, I'll be back.
And the hunt continues.
So yeah, that was Elijah Pierce right there, man. Basically saying that he felt that he could have kept fighting, and I was just like, hey, Elijah, I rock with you, but bro, that fight was over with, bro. Like you was dead on arrival right there, bro. Like it wasn't no way that fight could have continued. You was in the corner locked, getting teed on, bro. Like getting clipped, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, and it's no way for a referee to continue a fight like that when you getting. You know what I'm saying? Getting beat in the corner like that. You feel me? Like, it ain't no way you can do that. You hear me? So, nasty work right there for Elijah Pierce. And salute to my boy, Mr. Optimistic, man. 513 in the building, man. Cincinnati. You already know, man. What's poppin' with my brother, man. And salute to Mr. Boxing Hacker. He said Rolly didn't want to fight Dev. Now he's desperate because he has to fight is mandatory. Yeah, we're gonna get into that conversation. We got the content, trust. Sheldon Moore, he said Pierce is not what he or we think he is. He needs work. Yeah, bro. Definitely got to go back to the drawing board, man. And it's gonna be hard for Elijah Pierce to get back up in the rankings and get back into championship contention, man. It really is. Like it will take for him to fight Parra again. But like I said, like if I'm Parra, I'm looking like shit. What the fuck I need to fight you again for? Like I stopped you in the second round. Like the shit felt like it was easy work for real. Like ain't no reason for me to fight you. You know what I'm saying? In a rematch. Like, you know what I mean? Like Parra should be looking at the champions now. You feel me? My boy Lee Jackson said a rematch for what? Exactly, brother. Like, exactly. And salute to my boy EJ Stevenson. He said, yeah, no rematch needed. Yeah, no rematch needed in this fight. None at all. None at all, man. Shell Moore, the wolf man, more like a man. Shell Moore, I hate when you do that. You always be shitting on the fighter after they lose, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys going in the ring, putting their heart and their life on the line out there. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't shit on every fighter, you know what I'm saying, after a fucking loss. You feel me? You said more like a puppy, though. Man, and salute to my boy Phoenix, the assassin, the biggest hater in the building. What's popping, my boy Phoenix, man? And Bruce Gas, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Bruce Gas, man. One of the best in the game in boxing, man. Definitely. Salute to my brother Bruce Gas. You heard me? Lee Jack said noodle legs. Yeah, man. And I wanted to talk about little Cormel Molden. I ain't got his clip. I thought I had his clip, but I didn't upload it. But Cormel Molden, man. He fought, of course, on the same card, and he ended up getting he ended up getting a third round stoppage. So Cormel Molden moves on to 9-0, 7 knockout, stopping Wilfredo Flores in the third round. And what I said about the night, I said solid performance. If Carmel can get his weight together situated for an established weight class, he's going to campaign that and stay active. He can be possibly special in the sport in the new era. You know what I mean? Which is, this man, of course, this man, Carmel Moten, was supposed to be campaigning at 135. That's from what I heard in recent time. And we talked about him, leading up into this fight that he had with Fredo, like far as, how focused he going to be in, how is he going to be far as the weight. Well, Carmel Moten came in and weighed in at 142 on the scale Friday, where him and Wilfredo was at 144, I heard. So both of these guys was at weight. So I don't know if they ended up switching the weight to fight at 140. I don't know what happened with it. But this is the thing about Carmel in the last recent couple of years since he became pro. He has not found an established weight class to fight at. Of course, when he first came in the game, him and Floyd was saying they was campaigning at 126. And we obviously know he can't make no 126. We know that ain't the fucking issue. We know he can't right now. We know he ain't doing 130. Damn sure ain't doing 135. So my question again is, what weight class is Carmel Moten going to be fighting at? Like, I'm really trying to figure this out. Like, because it's no consistency on Carmel Moten as far as him staying active, let alone when he does fight, is he going to make weight? What weight class he's fighting at? And that's the big thing. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think he should be doing work down there at 130, 135. I think he's short for him and he's too young to be fighting at 140, 147 like that. And with the weight, that boy looked big as hell in the ring the other night. He looked like he might have to move and stay around that 140 range probably. But he has to get some discipline upon his career as far as, get a nutritionist. I don't know if he has a nutritionist. Get you a nutritionist, man. And, and focus on one weight class to campaign that. We seeing that from Scooter and Zaquin and Dennis Thompson and some of these other guys in that new era where they're at consistent weight class, where they're, campaigning at, 135, 140, you know what I'm saying? Like they're actually fighting at an actual weight class. Carmel is just fighting all over the place from 126 to 147 damn near. I'm like, where the hell is Floyd Mayweather? Is Floyd Mayweather, he's still signed with Mayweather Promotions. And I'm like, where is Floyd Mayweather guidance with Carmel Moten? Like, I'm asking that question too. Like, where is that shit at? Because I don't see no guidance from Floyd Mayweather for Carmel Moten on his career right now. And he's been with Mayweather damn near since the man was 6-7 years old. So I'm just wondering, where's the structure for Carmel Moten? Like, it's no structure for Carmel Moten at all right now. You know what I mean? None whatsoever. That way, Shellboy told me I shit on them when they win. Hey, this Shellboy, you was a fool. I'm not dealing with you this morning. And salute to my boy. He said, Ironheart, man, my brother, man, was popping, bro. Was popping. Was good with Dez 215. He said, I seen an interview this morning. He said he's going back down to 35. Actually, yeah, he do got an interview. Actually, when I play that, I ain't gonna play it right now. I'll leave it alone because we got a lot to cover in the show, so I ain't gonna leave it alone. Because I did see that interview too. So I mean, 135 for him, we'll see. He needs to get him a nutritionist and get that shit situated for real. EJ said Moten looked good. I was disappointed Flores gave up. Yeah, Flores didn't come to fight. Flores was there for a check. He was just flat there for a check, man. Like, that's all that was. You know what I'm saying? Solid performance from Carmel, though. Carmel is a great fighter. Like, you know what I mean? I definitely see, some real special talent. He a killer and he'll go get it. He's definitely a finisher. Like, he's definitely has an exciting style of boxing. You feel me? But, we just need to see him. We need to see consistency from him. We're not seeing the consistency from Carmel. And Boxer Hacker said, yeah, he need to go 140. Yeah, bro. Like him talking about 135, he need to be between that 135, 140 range. And him not able to make 135 makes me think he need to be fighting at 40. Chant Ross, he said Moulton only 5'4", 135, 40, probably ideal. Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. He got to get some structure, man. Get you a nutritionist, do something with yourself, bro. For real. Bro started at 126. Yeah, he started at 126, and he's just been all over the place. 126, 130, 135, 140. I'm like, come on, Floyd, where's the guidance from Floyd Mayweather? Like, where's the guidance? Where's the guy? His father, I know his father is, in his corner every fight as well. You know what I mean? Like, father got to get him together. You got to get him together, man. Definitely. All right, man. So we get into the fights, the Saturday fights, man. The other fights from Nunez and Navarette, man. So just starting off with Abel Ramos gets the upset win over Tyre Smalls by split decision. And let me actually play the clip of that. I got a clip of that I wanted to play. Let me find it. Right here. Yeah. Oh, actually, I didn't get the clip for this. Nope. All right, so Abel Ramos, he got the upset win over Tyre Smalls by split decision. What I said, great fight, definitely was close a little bit, but I edged it out to Ramos. He was more accurate with his punches and had the more significant moments in the fight. And I was seeing people, do they recaps yesterday, and they was talking about this fight in particular. Some people, was saying, I see some people said Tyre Smalls won. And I'm like, I don't. This fight shouldn't even been split decision to me, bro. Honestly, bro, like this shouldn't even been split decision. I felt like this should have been unanimous for Abel. I thought Abel won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Clear in this fight. You know what I mean? And Abel Ramos after the fight, he called out, the guys at 47, Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia, and everything. I think it's a little far fetched on that end right now, but Abel could probably get Rolly due to him being with PBC, but I don't see Abel getting a shot at Ryan or any of those, or even Rolly right now though in particular. But yeah, Tyre Smalls, man, he was undefeated, man, and lost this fight. And yeah, I see what boy Chad Ross says. Smalls is not the goods, man. Yeah, bro. Like I was Abel Ramos is. If I had to class him in the class, Abel Ramos is more so like at like a C, like a C minus fighter type shit to me for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a mid-tier fighter. You know what I mean? And Tyre Smalls, you were supposed to show your levels in this fight. But y'all remember Abel Ramos, he gave Mario Barrios a good fight. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago in 2024, you know what I'm saying, on the Jake Paul card. And Abel Ramos, like, this was a fight that Tyre Smalls should have won. And Abel, absolutely, he closed out strong. You know what I mean? He had the more significant moments in the fight. And Tyre Smalls, I don't know what's up, man. I don't know what's up. But as he's looking very Ammo Williams-ish to me right now. Louis Jackson said Smalls fucked up my parlay. He got his ass whooped. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we'll see what's next, man, with these two guys, man. But salute to Abel Ramos on getting the victory, man, as well. And of course, let's talk about Mr. Emiliano Vargas, man, which I do have a clip of him. I only got the clip of the last two fights that I seen. So, all right, so a little short clip of him.
Look, from that southpaw stance, surprising him with that straight left hand. That's a beautiful shot. He received Vargas with a beautiful combination, splitting him right up.
Yeah, so that's Emiliano Vargas, man. He moves to 17-0, 14 knockouts, stopping Augustin Quintana in the ninth round. That was in the ninth round. So Decent performance from Emiliano. What I said I felt he took a couple of rounds off in the fight, in the middle of the fight in particular. Quintana, he was competing, but Emiliano, he dominated the fight. I felt Emiliano could have got the stoppage over Quintana. That's just me personally. And I mean, I know I had a little conversation with one of my guys, man. My boy, Steel City Boxing, man, my brother, man, from Nebraska. And he was saying, Emiliano ready for a championship. Like, he's ready for a title at 140. And I was like, Lee Corso, whoa, not so fast. Not so fast. I don't see – I don't know. Maybe y'all let me know. Maybe it's me, but I don't see that special – like, I don't see what's special in Emiliano Vargas, like, far as him in particular. Like, I don't see, like, the special fighter in Emiliano Vargas, for real. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'll be bugging. But literally, I'm just looking at him for as how Top Rank moving him. And, like, this like, he's 17-0. Like, they're still moving him like he's a prospect. You know what I mean? Yes, this was more of a step-up fight in particular for Emiliano fighting Quintana, but I'm just not seeing it from Emiliano. Like, I'm not seeing it. Like, I don't see his high ceiling at 140 with the other top guys. Like, can Emiliano fuck with a Keyshawn Davis? Could Emiliano fuck with a Shakur Stevenson? Can Emiliano fuck with a Richardson Hitchens? Can Emiliano fuck with a Gary Anton Russell? Can Emiliano fuck with Dalton Smith? Can Emiliano fuck with a Nair Albright? Can he fuck with a Frank Martin? I don't know. Like, I don't see the high ceiling of Emiliano's game far as, him being one of those top guys at 140. Like, he may, I say he definitely would be a guy at 140 for sure on how Top Rank is moving him. But, like, they're moving him very, very fucking cautiously for him to be a guy 17 fights in. You know what I'm saying? And, like, he's now in the rankings in the sanctioned bodies and everything, in the middle of the pack in the top 15 in 2 or 3 sanctioned bodies. But I just don't see what's special 100% out of Emiliano Vargas. Like, I just don't see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter, but I don't see him, making no crazy mark in this shit where he just, going to sweep through the 140-pound division. I just don't see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now, Xander, special fighter. I think if Xander can fight. Emiliano, I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I don't see it. Like, and he's the best out of the Vargas brothers, Armando and Fernando. Fernando, we know he trash. We can go ahead and call this spade a spade. Fernando Jr. is trash. And Amado, he ain't that good either, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see it with Emiliano. You know what I mean? But, I know it's a lot of guys that like Emiliano and everything. He got the Oscar De La Hoya look and shit, far as the Mexicans, far as the women fucking with him and shit, you feel me? But I just don't see it, man. Like, I don't see it, but we'll see, man, for sure. So let's go ahead and get into this main event, bro, which I gotta play the clips from this main event, this main event was everything I expected, a pure fucking bar burner, pure barn burner. And then I got another one to play from it too, man. Them boys was hit.
These are the exchanges.
Good uppercut,
and that buzz, Sugar Nunez.
That's the best punch, the favorite punch by El Vaquero. He caught him clean.
His last fight against Bruce good shot. Good right hand there from Navarette. But I don't think we've seen him move at this level.
Upstairs and downstairs for Navarette as Nunez tries to fight off the ropes.
This just looks like a very different guy.
Another strong flurry by Navarette to end the round. Who's still scoring power punches, including that right hand.
Oh, good shot. Good uppercut on the inside by Navarette.
And now it's a Mexican war.
Even against the ropes, Navarette is dangerous.
Good moment here for Nunez. Navarette with an inside right. He's content to stand there and bang it out.
When you're dealing with a strong puncher with long arms, you got to break that distance and swing away on the body. And there it is again.
Boy, Nunez showing a lot of heart, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but he's squaring up and he's making it easier for Navarette to land those uppercuts. You don't want to square up with a fighter like Navarette.
There was a right hand that snuck through for Nunez. Finally able to land something upstairs. It's a scorecard through 8. Let's see who gave that 8th round to. He did give it to Nunez.
Yeah,
big
Nunez.
right hand. Nunez take a step back. Big uppercut from Navarette.
It's only a matter of time, guys. Navarette landing too cleanly with that right hand.
And the right eye of Nunez is completely shut. He can't see a thing.
The heart needs to be let go.
And that's it. Emmanuel Navarette is the king of Mexico.
Great stoppage because that man needed saving from himself.
Man, oh man, that boy Navarette put on a fucking clinic on Sugar Nunez, man, which I thought the fight was going to be way more competitive than that. I ain't going to even lie, man. I ain't going to even lie. I was like, what the hell is going on? This man is putting on the clinic, man. And, you know, this is what I said after the fight. I said, Emmanuel Navarette puts a beating on Eduardo Nunez, stopping him in the 11th round, becoming the unified champ at 130. My bad, I had a typo. At 130 for the WBO and the IBF, man. Navarette, he dominated this fight from start to finish. Nunez got a lot of fucking heart, but that was a good old Mexican ass whooping right there. And then I put Navarette versus Foster right there. You know what I mean? With the eyes emoji. Navarette, I gotta say, bro, we all know he's a very awkward ass fighter. Probably the most awkward fighter in boxing, bro, for real. Like, he's throwing punches from all over the place. He throwing punches leaning forward. He throwing punches leaning back. He doing shit from all angles, bro. Like, that man is an awkward ass fighter, and especially with his reach and how tall he is, his height and everything. Like, he's a hard task for a lot of fighters on any given night, man. And of course, we know we got the situation with him and Charlie Suarez, with a lot of people, including myself, felt that he should have ran that fight back with Charlie Suarez. But you already know unifications trumps mandatories. You know what I mean? And with Navarette in this fight with Nunez, he made this shit look easy. He made it look easy. He put belt to ass to Nunez, and Nunez was the slight favorite in Vegas. And going into this fight, you know what I mean? He was the slight favorite. And this man Navarette put on a fucking clinic, man. Put on a clinic. Like, and much respect to Sugar Nunez, because Sugar Nunez wanted to go out on the shield. He wanted to go out on the shield, and I felt like they did right by stopping that fight, bro, in 11 rounds, because it was only getting worse, man. Like, yeah, he would have went on that 12th round, it would have got worse, man. And his eye was definitely fucked up for sure, bro. Fucked up for sure, man. And salute to Navarette. And what's next for Navarette? That's the thing. I mean, Navarette in particular, you know what I'm saying? He's unified up at 130. You know, you got Jackson Dickens. He's the other champion. Of course, you got O'Shaquie Foster, got that WBC title. You know, a very interesting situation. You know, Jackson Dickens, he's supposed to fight Kakashi the guy that was supposed to fight Ray Ford last year, towards the end of last year, but ended up backing out for injury or whatever. And they're fighting for a WBO. No, they're fighting for that WBO strap that Dickens holds. And of course, Navarette got the WBO. I mean, he fighting the WBA. My bad, the WBA. Of course, Navarette got the WBO and the IBF now, and I would love to see Navarette and Ashaki Foster. That's just me. I would love to see Navarette and Ashaki Foster, unless I did hear Navarette's team mention Charlie Suarez, the rematch with him, probably going to that fight possibly too, because they do want to get that back. So I would love to see him go back and fight Charlie Suarez. You know what I mean? I think it's just due for him to fight Charlie Suarez. Like it's really due for him to fight Charlie Suarez for real, because he owed Charlie Suarez that fight in particular for sure. And my boy Crush said, much respect to Nunez. Yeah, man. Yeah, that uppercut, his uppercut game is mean. It's mean. Salute to my boy Cornelius Burning, man. What's popping, bro? What's popping? Yeah, man, his uppercut game is mean. Like, Navarette is a tough task for a lot of people, bro. A lot of people. Salute to my boy Thrill Hill. He said Charlie Suarez performed much better than Nunez. Way better. Way better than him. You know what I mean? And like I said, I believe with Navarette, man, I think either Charlie Suarez, that should be the fight next, or if you ain't unifying up with one of the other guys with Dickens or Ashaki Foster, that should be the move for Navarette now. Or I did hear him mention about going up to 135. I think he'd be straight at one. Well, we seen him fight at 135 where he fought Denise Berincek and he lost to Denise Berincek. I think he need to stay his ass at 130. You know what I mean? Stay your ass at 130. You couldn't even beat Denise Berincek, and I believe Denise Berincek is on Cambosa's level. Like, he's trash. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. That was different. Him losing to Denise Berincek still is like, how the fuck did Navarette lose to Denise Berincek? Like, how? Like, and you was moving up in weight. Like, I don't understand that. I'm really trying to understand that from that perspective, but that's just nasty work though to look at it, man. So all right, man, let's go ahead and get into these. Now, in fact, and before we get into that, let me play, since we talking 130, I gotta play Mr. Ashak Foster and Ray Ford, man, and we got to go talk about this real quick.
I hope you just sign that shit. Please sign that shit. Sign the contract.
You be ready to get
sign the contract.
You can't be ready for that. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
You can't beat me, bro. You can't beat me.
You're not ready.
You can't beat me.
I'm gonna beat the sunshine.
You can't. You're not gonna get to him. He's not getting to him.
I'm gonna beat the sunshine.
You're not gonna get to him. You're not gonna get to him. You're not getting to him. You see me, you're not getting to him. I promise you,
I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna go beat up your daddy real quick. You feel me? That's how it's gonna go.
You can't beat me, bro. I've been calling in for 2 years.
I swear to God, bro, you talked yourself into something.
Where you been?
Whoop your ass.
You ran out of options. You ran out of options. That's what it is. You ran out of options.
Ran out of options, bro.
That's what it sounds like.
I picked you. I asked them about you. G, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I swear.
You asked them about me?
Yes.
How long we been asking about you?
Hey, that back and forth was funny right there, bro. It was mad funny. This man, Ashaki Foster, said, I'm going to beat your ass, and then I'm going to beat your daddy ass. Talk about Shakur Stevenson, dog. That shit had me fucking crying, bro. That shit had me crying. Oh, let me play that again, bro. I don't think y'all heard them boys. Ray Ford, really, really different energy right there. Like, he talk about he gonna stop him. Like, Ray Ford, you ain't had a stoppage, bro, in your last 3 fights. You ain't had a stoppage since 2024, bro. Like, and the competition has been near for you to stop these guys, too. And we ain't even seeing that at all. Like, Make this make sense.
I hope you just sign that shit. Please sign that shit. Sign the contract.
You be ready to get
sign the contract. You not, bro. You can't
be
beat
ready
me, bro.
for that. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
You can't beat me, bro. You can't beat me.
You're not ready.
You can't beat me.
I'm gonna beat the
you can't beat me. You can't. You're not gonna get to him. He's not getting to him.
I'm gonna beat the son.
You're not gonna get to him. You're not gonna get to him. You're not getting to him. You see me, you're not getting to him. I promise you, you're not getting to him.
I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna go beat up your daddy real quick. You feel me? That's how it's gonna go.
You can't beat me, bro. I've been calling your name for 2 years.
I swear to God. Bro, you talked yourself into something. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
You ran out of options. You ran out of options? That's what it is? You ran out of options?
Ran out of options, bro.
That's what it sounds like.
I picked you. I asked them about you, G. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I swear.
You asked them about me?
Yes.
How long we been asking about you?
Bruh. Yeah, see what get me about the man Ray Ford, I'm like, you not get like, why is y'all protected? Why like the man Shakur pushed Ray Ford on Ashaki when Ashaki won't smoke with Shakur Stevenson, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now Ray Ford, could he beat Ashaki Foster? I don't think he fucking with Ashaki Foster. That's just me. I think Ray Ford still got some shit in his game that he got to clean up for real. You know what I mean? We know he's not really a power puncher. He's a boxer, but he's not a boxer puncher 100% because he ain't stopping shit crazy out here at all. You know what I mean? Ashaki Foster, we seen that performance with him with Stephen Fulton where he shut him out. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Stephen Fulton is definitely a better fighter than Mr. Ray Ford. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? And I think Ashaki should be focused on, unifying. You focus on unifying up with Navarette. You know what I mean? Or you're going to move up to 135 and fight, some of the top guys at 135. Like, that's more so Ashaki's focus, more so from what, listening to him in, recent interviews. Salute to my brother BVO, man. Subscribe to my brother BVO over there, man. You already know Cleveland's finest in the building. My boy No Evidence was popping, brother. Was popping, man. Was popping, brother. And my boy Mag 7 Life, he said, seems like to me Shakur is being protected as always. Yeah, man. Ray Ford is protecting that boy. He's protecting that boy. Like, you ain't gonna get to him. You ain't gonna get to him. You ain't gonna get to like that. I'm like, bro, you sounding like you really hit. Like, it's sad to see these guys be up under Shakur armpit like this. Like, this brotherly love shit in boxing is fucking trash, bro. It really is. It's really sickening to see these guys allow Shakur Stevenson to trick them out of their fucking spots. Like, it's really sickening to see. Thrill Hill said nothing left to do but make the fight. Hey, that's the thing. If Ashaki don't have much options, then shit, make the fight. Go ahead and whoop his ass. Then hopefully it may give Shakur some courage to come outside and fight Ashaki. Probably. My boy Cornelius Burns said he was supposed to say that's not my daddy. Facts. Like he didn't even get no pushback on that and say that he wasn't his daddy. That's the fucked up part that people ain't noticed either. Like this motherfucker Ashaki over there saying. No, I'm a beat son, and then I'm gonna beat your daddy. This motherfucker ain't even saying nothing, giving him no pushback and saying like that ain't my daddy, like that's my brother. Like he ain't even say, like this shit is sickening, bro. No brotherly love shit in boxing, bro. For real. Now I'm like Crush said a lot of non-stoppers in boxing, bro. Dead ass, bro. Like so I just found that real interesting right there with them guys, man. And all right, so I want to do this. This man Keyshawn. Let me play Keyshawn before we get into these true main. Now we get into the main topics into the show. So let's go and play this from Keyshawn right here.
Pitbull, I ain't heard nothing from you in a long time, man. Who you fighting next? You might as well pick me. We gonna make a lot of money. We gonna take it to Vegas on a turkey card. Pitbull, Isaac Cruz. I'm calling you out right now. Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it for the fans, for the world. Let's do it.
Man, Keyshawn all over the place, man. Keyshawn, of course, he was in hopes of fighting Devin, but obviously that looked like that is very unlikely to happening now. And let me find a screenshot from Keyshawn, man, from the other day, because I know I put it up in the content for the day. Is this it? Yeah. So you got Keyshawn just calling out everybody, man. He said, since Debo's scary and never stood on his word, then he tagged Lamont Roach. You trying to fight me? We mentioned that the other day, where he called out Lamont Roach. And then that same day, he called out Oscar Duarte. And then within that same day, he tagged Lewis Crocker, David, called out Lewis Crocker, which we already mentioned. Lewis Crocker is in the business of fighting Leon Parra right now. You know what I mean? And to add a little context, Oscar Duarte was supposed to fight Africa. Obviously, that didn't go down. He's not the mandatory for that. So, Oscar Duarte is available. You know what I mean? He is available. Now, Lamont Roach, he's available. We don't know what Lamont Roach doing, but I seen Lamont Roach made a tweet and said, him and Keyshawn being very respectful to each other, like talking back and forth, whatever, like for real. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy, but Lamont Roach said he'll fight Keyshawn for sure. And hold on, yeah, I gotta play this too from Eddie though before we get into some of this main shit, because I forgot. I gotta play Eddie Hearn after the fights, because he said some shit the other day that's gonna lean into this main topic. Eddie Hearn. Oh, that ain't it right there. Hold on. Oh, there you go. All right. Let me pull it up. I'm about to. All right, so let me share my screen real quick. We done found it. Let me share the screen real quick.
Questions ready, please.
So we saw Devin was here ringside with you. We know his name has been thrown out with a couple of fighters, Keyshawn Davis and Ryan Garcia being one. They've even gone as far as to say that he's ducking now. And Ryan even said in his press after the fight that Devin has PTSD and fighting him. Is that a fight that we're going to see happening or make happen anytime soon?
Yeah, Devin's not my fighter, but we've had some good history. Sometimes not so good, but generally we've got a great relationship. And I was just talking to him. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. Sometimes I said to him tonight, I think you can be better. I think if you believe in yourself a little bit more, up 147 pounds, you're going to cause a lot of problems. And I don't know who will beat him in that weight class. I said to him, look, we have Lewis Crocker. He's fighting Liam Parra. If we come through that, we can do a unification. He wants to fight Ryan Garcia. And I think that's probably one of the biggest fights in the sport with that build-up and the history. But, he's his own man. Maybe one day we'll work together again. But he's in a really nice position. 3-division world champion, current welterweight world champion. But for me, Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney with the history is the one to make. Hello, sir.
So you see, and we're gonna play the clip for Devin from the fights too after this. Devin and Eddie Hearn was sitting next to each other at the fights, and so obviously they was conversating, which he just said that we got Crocker. If Crocker doesn't fight Leon Parra, maybe we can make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? Which is Eddie Hearn is totally bluffing for sure. He ain't about to give that man no fight with no motherfucking Crocker. You know what I'm saying? Because they were already in talks. a couple months ago, and that shit didn't fall through because Eddie Hearn didn't allow it to fall through. Eddie Hearn, he wants to keep Crocker, fighting guys, Australia, Leon Parra, and shit like that, you feel me, in particular. But he did say that, Devin wants to fight Ryan, and, that's the fight to make. That should happen, you know what I mean? So, continue.
Eddie, what was the final crowd count? Could you come?
We're waiting on it. I think it's 11,000 something. So it was nice to do the entire lower bowl because sometimes you chop some of that off for production. Opened up the top tier, got nicely into that. I thought the crowd was phenomenal. Atmosphere, unbelievable. I think Phoenix is a fight city, Glendale. It's very, even when you look at the atmosphere from the prelims, the guys that were selling the tickets, you struggle to get that kind of atmosphere for a main event on some shows that I see. And if you look at the atmosphere for the Jordan Martinez Cardenas fight, that was as good as any main event atmosphere you see. Dare I say other shows?
Drifted away.
Possibly. Only possibly. Look, firstly, Boots has got a multi-fight deal with us. Shakur we've been working with him fight by fight. So, he's his own guy. I think he plans to come back in the summer. But as far as Boots goes, I think this week or the next few days is the last opportunity to make the Virgil Ortiz fight. I am still hopeful because I think it's the best fight in boxing in America. We have a job to do at the moment for Jaron Ennis, and if we can't get Virgil Ortiz, the primary target for him is Xander Zayas, and that's a big fight. And of course, Josh Kelly, who is a matchroom fighter, just won the IBF world title, so that's an opportunity as well. I just feel like those two, I'd like to do Boots against Virgil Ortiz, Xander Zayas against Josh Kelly, and then the winners fight each other. But
so you hearing what he said? They still waiting on the Virgil situation for us, the lawsuit and everything with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. And he said he wants to do Virgil Ortiz Boots. Then, hopefully Xander and Josh Kelly, they fight. And then, the winner, fights, the winner, which is, I absolutely love that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been telling y'all that Xander Zayas' focus is on Josh Kelly. He's not thinking about Devin Haney. I don't know why the Haney's playing. They think, they're talking because they listening to Bill Haney in these interviews and shit, which he's a known fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? Xander focuses on Josh Kelly. He's focused on unifying up right now. He ain't thinking about no fucking Eddie Hearn. No fucking Devin Haney. He's not thinking about Devin Haney. And you got to think about the two and just add the context to, do y'all think Top Rank, with all of the money and all the years they done invested into Xander Zayas, would they just let him go ahead and fight Devin Haney? Like, Devin Haney doesn't have crazy value for Xander Zayas. He don't have anything for Xander but a bag, but fighting him for a bag. And we don't even know how big the bag would be. You know what I mean? So that's why I said the Xander and Devin conversation is dead. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get more into this shit for sure. So let's go ahead and play. I wanted to play that part real quick. Let me go ahead and play Mr. Devin Haney from the fights the other day. And we're going to get into this conversation. And we're going to open this panel up and talk about all this shit.
The monster. You are the welterweight champion and a man in demand right now in that division. But the man you said you want is Ryan Garcia. Is that the fight you're looking for next?
Yeah, it has a storyline. It has the bad blood. It's a unification now. And it's the biggest fight in boxing. So it's a perfect fight to be made. And right now is the time.
What did you think of Ryan's performance?
I thought Ryan did what he was supposed to. I figured he would do that against Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios was a perfect opponent for Ryan.
Do you think this will be different with you the second time around?
Definitely.
Appreciate it, Devin.
Thank you.
So there you have it. That's Devin Haney right there at the fights saying that he wants the Ryan fight, man. So let's go ahead and get into some of these screenshots. because there's a lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth on Twitter the last 48 hours from guys. So let's get into this first one. This is right here. And that's up top. Oh, yeah, that's other Jones. There's a lot of action. So let me pull up real quick. All right, so this was, all right. Of course, Ryan Garcia, he posted this graphic late Saturday night right here saying Garcia versus Haney 2. And this is what he said under the graphic. He said, Haney, if it's time to end you, it's time you will be erased. I heard you speaking my name. If this is what you want, let's start the discussions. Mark my words, you'll never fight again after this. So let that sink in and accept it before you say yes. And then Ryan followed up and said this. Fans, if you really want this Haney fight next, demand it with everything. I'll do it next, but I need the intensity right here. And then he tweets this saying, fight of the summer, talking about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, too, saying that it's the fight of the summer. And then Mr. Ryan Garcia right here posts the graphic again, says war has been declared. And Devin Haney, you see above it, he reposted it. And then you got Devin right here, of course, per fucking usual, talking about VADA testing, saying, let's start our VADA testing so we can make the biggest fight in boxing right there. And then, of course, Mr. Ryan Garcia, he speaks up. He says, start now. No worries. So Ryan Garcia pretty much says, no worries for us starting the VADA testing. So testing for us, the fight in particular for us, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is not an issue. That's not an issue at all, obviously. So it's established that Ryan would do testing. We already established that. So hold on. Let me do something real quick. So you got Ryan saying no worries on the testing right there. And let's go even further because we got more. Then you got Ryan Garcia saying Haney doesn't understand he's the B side and brings this into the conversation for us, Haney being the B side and him as the A side right here. Then, of course, Mr. Devin Haney responds. He says, let's understand, you lost to Rolly 1 fight ago. 1 fight ago, you weren't even ranked in the division, but you're DMing me talking about you're the A side. I'm the number 1 in the division and on the pound for pound list. If you don't want to fight, just say that. Stop trying to gaslight. So let me say this. Devin Haney got to stop taking these talking points from his fans on boxing Twitter. Because this is nothing but a boxing Twitter fan of Devin Haney's talking point right here. You know what I mean? Being on a pound for pound list doesn't measure up for you to be in the A side. The A side is, what value do you have in the game? What do you bring to the game? Who's selling them? Who's bringing in the tickets? Who's bringing in the fans? And the conversation, obviously, Ryan was the A side in the first fight, 55-45. They allowed Haney name to be first on the banner, but Bill Haney himself said that Ryan was the A side in the first fight. I don't see any change since then, since the first fight up until now, as far as value between both guys. Ryan, we already spoke about this, in the recent shows this past week where we literally had spoke that Ryan is definitely the A side. Ryan has more options than Devin Haney. Ryan don't have to fight Devin Haney. Ryan can fight Rolly Romero. He can fight fucking Conor Benn. You know what I'm saying? He can fight Pitbull Cruz. He can fight Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has options. You know what I'm saying? Devin doesn't have the luxury of those options like that as much as, I mean, Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia can fight Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? He has more options. You know what I mean? So, and Ryan, obviously, like I said, the pound for pound shit being number one in your division, that doesn't make you, the A side in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney has to understand you were the undercard. You was the co-main event to Ryan and Rolly last year. What are we talking about? It wasn't Haney and Ramirez over Rolly and Ryan. It wasn't that. You was the co-main to him last year. That shows you the value that Turkey Al-Sheikh has set in his mind between those two guys already. He already believes Ryan is the more significant A side in the fight. You know what I mean? So, continuing on. Mr. Devin Haney says exactly. Duck Talk, responding to this little Twitter troll that's scared as hell to come on the channel and talk boxing. He just wanted to be behind the keyboard and typing shit all fucking day. Keyboard warrior status and shit on some straight hoe ass shit. But the man says A-side, B-side talk when Turkey involved is hilarious. The thing is, Turkey still establishes A-side and B-side. We had Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo talking throughout the whole entire build-up, talking about who was the A-side between the fight. And Shakur Stevenson questioning himself if he was the A-side in the fight with Teofimo Lopez, but Teofimo was the guy that was the A-side in the fight. Clearly. You know what I mean? So the A-side, B-side talk with Turkey involved, yes, it's definitely, meant to have that conversation still. Turkey has A and B sides on his fights. It just happened to, for Turkey's sake, that he works with a lot of B-side fighting ass motherfuckers. That's just the only little difference in particular for us that. Then here goes Ryan's response. He said, Devin clearly letting the fear get to him. He's delusional. In what world does he think has any say in his heart? He knows he lost that fight because I'm the better fighter. He can't get himself to be truthful to himself about our fight. Probably won't happen because he's a bitch. There's no other excuse. If you are so sure you would have won, you would take the fight. You won't because you are a bitch. Simple. Knocked you down 3 times. The next time, let me take the bender down to read the rest. Hold on. The next time you get dropped, you'll wake up connected to an IV and doctors monitoring you. Like, how? I'm still wondering, how the fuck is Devin letting this man talk? Like, Ryan is talking so greasy to this motherfucking Devin Haney. Like, why is you letting this man talk so greasy? Like, I'm still trying to understand, like, the reason why this man Ryan is talking super greasy to him, disrespectful, and these guys not fighting next, probably. We're going to get into it. Then Devin Haney responds and says, I fear no one or nothing but Allah. And then he responds and says after that, this one dude says, Ryan Garcia, the only one still talking A-side, B-side in 2026. Then Devin Haney said, I've never heard anyone say I'm the A-side before we even started negotiations right here. Which is A-side and B-side is still established in 2026. I don't know why these niggas act like that shit died out because of Turkey here. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure out why. Then Ryan Garcia, I want to make it clear, I would do the fight next if we can figure this out. Point blank, period, right there. And that boy Ryan Garcia responded and says, fear the Lord. You know what I mean? This was crazy. And then Ryan Garcia says, my dad has been out coaching Bill since the start and will continue to do so. we will always have the last laugh right there. And then Bill, we got to get into that. Bill and Ryan started getting into it last night. We breaking all this shit down in layers. So Bill Haney says, Haney versus Garcia 2, done right. Responding to Ryan's earlier tweets to Devin, which is I find really crazy. I like the fact that Ryan is going directly at Devin Haney and really not talking much to Bill, but they had a little back and forth right here. So you got Bill saying, stop the built-in if excuse right there from Bill Haney right there. And then Mr. Ryan Garcia spazzed out on that man, Bill Haney, saying, shut your bitch ass up. You know, you are somewhat aware. So be real and understand you just want that ass. You just want that ass whooping again. My dad would outcoach you any day. You can't keep up. And then Bill Haney responds and says, couldn't make weight. You was 3 pounds over fake fat boy and positive for PEDs. Henry does a terrible job with you as a person right there. You know what I mean? So you got Bill Haney talking about the boy, a fake fat boy, positive for PEDs and shit, and shitting on Henry Garcia right there. And then Ryan Garcia, he said, that's why my cousin beat your terrible, lying, obnoxious son and Sean Haney. And then Bill Haney responds, says, another Garcia high desert robbery. Both parents were amateur judges, referees, so you all love good hometown robberies. We fought at your show against your fighter, crazy man. Great experience, though. I dare you to post the video. Was that boy Ryan? And y'all notice Ryan is already playing like little mind games and shit, you know what I'm saying, with Bill and Devin already by talking, even bringing up the cousin shit, because Ryan came out and said that it wasn't his cousin. But maybe he was lying, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into it. Man. Motherfucker said, yet you chose to take the money. And this is the guy that's talking to Bill right here, which is like literally, he cooked them on it. Yet you chose to take the money. Don't bitch and complain now, which is a fact. They said if Ryan Garcia didn't make weight, he had to pay that bread, and Ryan paid him the bread. They took $650K. So that's why I'm saying I don't understand why Bill Haney and Devin and the rest of the fucking Hanos clans is still fucking clamoring about this whole bullshit weight situation. The man, we showed the footage with the boy Devin Haney at the weigh-in saying that Ryan's a C+ fighter, talking all that Floyd Mayweather talking shit. Talking about he's a C+ fighter, he gonna get him the fuck out of boxing, he pussy, all of that shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And you see Bill responds, weight and PEDs right here. And then we gonna get into the Ryan shit. So matter of fact, let me do this. I gotta play Ryan. Now, like I said earlier, Bill dropped the interview today too. I mean, he got an interview with Brian Custer with the Last Stand podcast. We're gonna get into both real quick. So let me get this shit for Ryan real quick. We gotta play everything. We gotta play everything and show y'all everything. That's what we here for. So let me get this shit together. I'm about to share the screen. All right, so there you go. We got the video together. Let's share the scrizzy.
Offer. All right, guys, we are live. Hopefully, hold up. Let me see. Let me get to my chat. But in case that I'm already, oh no, I'm gonna do this right. All right, we're live. All right, guys. So we are live right now. This
is my first rodeo.
First stream back since winning the world championship. As you see, it's right here, guys. Just want to say, you know, I did my first goal. 147-pound championship, WBC championship. My next goal, you guys know what it is. Breakout streamer of the year. We're going to win this. We're going to change the title. Don't worry about that. But yeah, guys, we're back, man. Happy to be back. Shout out Kick for all the support. Shout out to my whole team. Shout out to the chat. Y'all were riding with me. I know you guys tried to troll me because I was training in the living room, but it goes to show you, you know, it don't matter what people say. It's what you do. Let's go, baby. All right, let's get golfing. I'm going to take this off for a second.
And a tee.
Don't tell me what to do.
Driver.
Don't tell me what to do. You guys are weird, bro. I'm WBC champion of the world. You guys are weird. Like, help me, damn. The fuck? Look at this stupid stance. Ass out. Crazy. Oh! Wow. Good shot. Good shot for a female. That's nice.
Thank you, champ. Right down the beach.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm talking shit. I'm not gonna hit that good.
You are, brother. You just gotta focus.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
Watch your mouth, kid.
Hit the hype button.
I'm not oblivion. I will knock you out. Good start.
Feel like you want to play, brother.
My hand hurts, brother.
Oh, yeah, it does. Let me see.
Weird. We won't use my ball. We'll just grab it. The thing is, like, you guys act like I care about golf like that, bro. I punch people in the face. It's much different. I care about my...
Oh! He has a sticky glue on.
Got it. Got it. You guys...
Oh, a nice hit, though. Yeah.
All right, fuck me, right? I'm WBC champion. You guys don't want to hear me talk. Cool.
That's in boxing, brother. We're playing golf right now.
True. That's just facts. All right, hey, let's just pick up my ball. We'll go to your guys' ball. I'll hit from your ball.
Pick up the tees, though.
What's wrong with you guys?
Oh, you are a world champ now. Oh, my gosh.
You guys are weird.
That's dope.
So you on that? Yeah. I'll talk to you guys from afar. You guys think the hat looks good? I know Devin. Look, guys, I'm gonna wait till I get back on camera to talk about this, but
you don't want to hit?
No.
Hit.
No. Cool. Grab that ball. Why do I want to slow down the game?
So you want the chat to show how good I am?
No, I don't care about either of that.
This is the reason why I stepped away from boxing.
All right, guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Should I hit it?
You want to get this way with the light shining on me? Yeah.
On the green.
Devin Haney.
Nah, don't say that.
I've declared war onto you.
Nah, just kidding. Yeah, that was great. I don't know how.
My first declaration of that war was yesterday. I've declared it. It's time. If you want that work, you will get it.
No.
I will beat you worse this time, and you will feel something you've never felt before, even from last time. You will never box again, ever in your life. I promise you.
No, wait, Pa. Damn.
You're interrupting my...
Like, why? Like, this man keep telling this man that. Like, there's no way I'm not going to get that lick back, bro. He keep vowing to retire this man, bro. Like, come on. Like, this is crazy.
All right, fucking speech, bro. All right, whatever. Cut that. Don't clip that one. Clip this one. Devin Haney, suck a dick. That's kind of gay, isn't
it? Yo, what's up, guys?
Anyways, guys,
they don't even know my
Devin
name.
Haney's little brother got his ass fucking cooked by my cousin. Not shot by Sean, but Sean Haney got cooked by Jacob Herrera, my cousin. Fuck the Haneys. They will never.
It's actually hard, bro.
They're trash, bro. We're always going to be above them. That's the facts. Garcia's, I don't even want, it's like Garcia's, the Haneys, we don't even know where they're at. We just know we're above them. They're just there. Like, damn, Haneys, what the fuck are you guys doing here? They're invited to the party. We don't even want them here. It's like, why are you at the party?
He said, They ain't even below us. We don't even know where they at. Damn.
Bro, you went to the Diddy party. You're not invited to the Garcia party. Like, the fuck you here for?
Huh?
Guess what? I'm gonna kick them out the fucking party. It's so crazy, bro.
But did you see where I landed, though, or no?
I don't really care. Hey, where am I hitting from? Right here? Cool. Sandwich? No, I'm kidding.
You
hey,
may not care, but
honestly, that was a great shot.
I know you don't care, but I made it on the green from the tee.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah. Nah, but like, golf is really hard, so you got to give him props. Sick. Let's go.
Honestly, for you to do that, you had to hit a rock or something. That's just. That was actually great.
Oh, wow. That boy can't hit for shit.
You'll be on the green.
Yep.
Amen.
Good shot, Ryan. That fucking sucked, bro.
Yeah, that boy Ryan can't golf for shit.
But yeah, guys, Haney is I don't know, man. He's just such a bitch. It's hard to come up with a new name other than bitch. I have a lot of words in my mind. I'm holding back. What's up?
Oh my gosh, bro. We got 2 seconds.
Right now?
It's so easy to
I think
become a podcast
that part, it's the part where he said something about Shakur and this shit that I want to try to see.
I don't even want to call you B-side. You might be Z-side in comparison. You know, you're not that guy. We're A-side. You're Z-side. Shut the fuck up. If you want that run back, you could get it. Just know your place. That's it.
He does need to know his place.
Right? Am I right? And Oblivion. You ever touch my hand like that again, it'll be a problem. My hand was hurting that night, and you purposely try to hurt it. That's the problem. I'm going to call you actually right now. Hey, I don't even have.
All right, man. So that's that boy Ryan Garcia right there, man. Ryan Garcia talking greasy over there, talking super greasy. And hold on. Since it's hot off the presses, we might as well we might as well go ahead and pull it up real quick. The last day of podcast with Mr. Bill Haney before we get into Devin and Rolly Romero conversation with them boys going back and forth on Twitter. It's right here. All right. And I ain't going to play this whole entire interview, but this just dropped. I didn't get to watch. I watched a little bit of it. But let's watch Mr. Bill Haney right here. Oh, shit.
Watching The Last Stand with Brian.
I signed the deal without your mental because I know what the kid is made of. So I mean, you know, we're waiting in Debo fashion. He only pulls up if you got something that he's interested in. It's hardware and accolades, and more importantly, if the people believe in you, Devin is going to pull up on you. So watch out what you're doing in boxing right now.
Tell me what are you interested in? What interests you in a fight in an opponent next for Devin?
Well, like I said, what interests me, what gets us up is the people that you guys, including you, Brian, because we listen to you a lot. A lot of times it's who the people like, you know. I mean, you are the hit list is known. We have a bunch of bad motor scooters on the hit list. Of course, a lot of those guys don't want to step up. So we're doing a new one. I mean, and we're adding some honorable mentions. We got to take off Mario Barrios. I mean, he didn't look like he was ready to do anything. I mean, we put him on there because he was a warrior, but he didn't quite show warriorous energy, I should say, in that performance. But we got to take him off, and we got to add a new guy, another bad motor scooter out of Puerto Rico.
This is my thing right here. He keeps talking about this dumbass, weak ass, punk ass list when You got Ryan Garcia out here playing y'all super cock, talking crazy. This guy should be number 1 on the fucking list. He should be number 1 on the fucking list. Boots is in the middle of the pack of the fucking list, but they don't really want to fight no fucking Boots in this. Like the list, he continues to talk about the list, and this list is bullshit. It's all fugazi as fuck.
Go Xander Zayas, and the opportunity for Devin to be a 4th division world champion, Brian.
Wasting his time talking about Xander Zayas. I already mentioned it earlier in the show. Top ranking Xander is not looking or even thinking about fucking Devin Haney right now. It's a waste of fucking time.
Did you hear what I said? At 27 years old, 4th division world champion, youngest undisputed champion, and cooking with hot grease.
So you dropped a hit list. It was a list of 10 names. Obviously, now you've had the updates. Can you give us? Do you know off the dome the 10 names that's on this hit list?
Well, it's all the bad motor scooters in or around this division. You know the names, and they're on the list. I mean, you got Shakur Stevenson. Yep. You got Jerron Boots Ennis. You have Tank Davis. You have, we didn't leave nobody out. Of course, you got Connor Ben. You got Ryan Garcia. In no particular order. You have.
Why wasn't Ryan Garcia mentioned first? Like Ryan, go like you see that all these other motherfuckers that did mention Ryan like on the back half of the list still. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Brian Norman was on the list when everybody had witnessed him knock a man into unconsciousness for 2 or 3 weeks. He woke up, the guy woke up, Brian, I'm gonna tell you. He woke up and he said that Brian Norman can punch like hell, but you bet not face Devin Haney. That's what he tried to tell him. But Brian Norman and his dad didn't listen. So off the list they go with what is respected, a loss. But listen, we're going to add Xander. We're going to take Mario Barrios off. I think Keyshawn, he did nothing but talking. We might want to I'm in Hollywood, so we might want to get him a script in one of the movies he seems like he's portraying.
Hey, y'all the A side in the Keyshawn situation, and y'all never sent that man an offer or a contract or nothing. Y'all didn't even get into negotiating, but Bill is the same one that was in Keyshawn Davis DMs, promised him a fight if Keyshawn beat Jermaine Ortiz, just to add context to that. You know what I mean?
And he portrayed one of the guys
like this. Like, I don't understand how y'all really get persuaded by Bill Haney talking in these interviews like that. Like when the facts be out there in the streets, you know what I mean? A boxing on a lot of shit, bro. Like a lot of shit. Like, dude be capping so much, bro. Like it's amazing to see this shit.
They picked up a brick and cheated. Now, if that ain't saying something to you, he said, I got a brick. Instead of saying I got a brick, he literally had a brick, Brian. You see what I'm saying? But I told him this. I said, Keyshawn, I said, now look, we're going back and forth. You don't really have a bunch of things that Devin should want, but you're on the list because you are a bad motor scooter. Don't fail me. If you really want this thing, we're in the DMs talking about it. I said, listen, we can make it happen. Brian, can you believe I started to go make the thing happen? And he came out after he had already looked me in the eyes and told me he wouldn't do the unthinkable. You know what he did? He called out Lewis. He came out and called out Lewis Crocker. I said, if this ain't a crock of, you know what?
So he based off not negotiating or sending an offer to Keyshawn Davis off of Keyshawn Davis mentioning Lewis Crocker name. Y'all ask yourselves, is that convincing right there? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, let's read the rule, bro. Like, y'all ain't send shit. Y'all actually the A side in this situation. Y'all didn't send them shit. You know what I mean? Just because of Keyshawn, but then you got Keyshawn floating around going to Friday's original set of the movie and shit, talking shit about fighting Devin. He's in interviews. He just did a whole interview with Ring Champs talking about Devin dunking him. I just showed the screenshot earlier with Keyshawn talking about since Debo Dev don't want to fight, tagging Lamont Roach name, saying that Lamont Roach, you trying to fight me. You know what I mean? Like, y'all never pushed the button on to fight Keyshawn Davis, bro. That's just the fact of the matter.
What, Brian? So off the list, he goes for playing. You dig? And I'll be giving you I'll be updated with another guy.
Bill was bullshitting with fucking Keyshawn. They never wanted to fight Keyshawn, bro. Remember Devin said this, he made his tweet talking about he unfuckwittable and said let's get it on and stuff with Keyshawn. But Keyshawn was never really a thought for Devin Haney in reality. Looking at this interview right here, Keyshawn was never a thought really for Devin Haney, for real, on fighting him next.
On our next episode.
Oh, so yeah, I was gonna say that because Keyshawn, he said he went to your house, put it on social media, said, Bill Haney, where are you? I'm out here outside your house. It sounded, listen, he was on the last stand and he said it. I want light skin. I want light skin, and said he wanted Devin Haney.
Until light skin show up. Because listen, when I got a chance to talk to him and I got a chance to DM, he said, no speak English. Talk to my manager. Talk to someone else. I know speak. I say.
Bill act like the conversation that they had at the weigh-in during Shakur and T.O. week didn't happen. He never acknowledged that in this whole sequence of talking about Keyshawn in this interview either. Because he the one. I don't want to have to show the video. I'll show it. But he the one that was talking to Keyshawn at the weigh-ins and stuff right before the whole Tiger Johnson, melee happened and shit, and telling him like, handle your business and we got you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it happen. They're not making it happen. Off of the fact that Bill's listening to Keyshawn talk about Lewis Crocker, but not even mentioning the whole entire time that Keyshawn is going to interviews and talking crazy and greasy about Bill and Devin right now.
If you speak, fight. That's what I said. If you're doing all that talking, excuse me, if you're doing all that talking, you should be able to do some talking. Listen, the best thing that can happen is some fighters can realize either let the manager do the talking, let the manager do the picking, and then let that be. I mean, you hear Devin so eloquently say, listen, it's who my dad picks. So that's what I'm doing, right? But then when you have other fighters who attempt to do what I'm doing, when you got a manager, you got a promoter, and you're not unified, when you come on the Brian Custer show, and you take the last stand, then you're not doing it any injustice. Yeah. Injustice, I should say. You're doing it.
What coke is this man doing, boy? Boy, the coke is bad. It's nasty work. Let me go fast forward.
Everything, because people thought of, and they say Devin, skilled boxer, great jab. He just beats people with. Devo's known for bullying people. How did you?
Absolutely. You saw him bully. You saw him bully on Lomachenko when no one wanted to fight him. Listen, Tank Davis, Lomachenko pulled up on Tank Davis with the help of Floyd Mayweather. And what did Tank do? Went the other way. Listen, Gary Russell pulled.
Like this man, nobody's terrified of Devin Haney, bro. Devin Haney ain't had a knockout since 2019. He'd have been in fights with Reese's program, Brian Norman Jr., where he knocked both of those guys down and didn't go for the kill. Nobody's afraid of fucking Devin Haney, bro. I'm fast forward. I'm not doing that. No, not doing that shit. That's Debo dead. I call him Shebo dead. He ain't no fucking Debo dead.
Blue Chew Gold.
Nobody's scared of this nigga. Like, I don't know why they keep insinuating that shit.
We're looking at the moves and the steps to the Mount Rushmore of boxing. At 27 years old, you have to challenge yourself. And ultimately, like I say, we don't get a fight unless they think we stand a chance to lose on that night. Excuse me, let me say it again. We don't get a fight unless they think we stand a chance to lose on that night. And at 27, it's a great position to be in, bro.
We ain't see that with Jose Ramirez.
Another guy who's called out, Dev, Richardson Hitchens, who we had on the last stand, who obviously had some weight issues and not making the fight against Duarte. What are your thoughts about Richardson Hitchens?
Great time and a great opportunity for me to introduce his real name. And I hope it doesn't get bleeped. It's Richard Bitchin' son, because he gave him an opportunity, Debo did, because he was yapping, and he made the honorable mention list himself. And when it came time, he said his manager had a deal for him and Teofimo Lopez, that they had the same manager. Can you believe that? And they couldn't even get it together. But I didn't call him Richardson for dropping out of that fight.
There's the add context too with Bill too, when he was talking that being Debo dead to Lomachenko and shit. For one, a lot of people around the world felt y'all lost that fight. And the add context too with Tank Davis at 135, y'all had the opportunity to fight him in between the time before y'all fought Reese's Prograis. But what you say in that video, if shit get hot, we moving to 40. And that's exactly what the fuck y'all did. Y'all moved y'all ass up to 40 to fight Reese's Prograis after y'all watched them have a shitty performance against Zorilla in New Orleans. Just to add more context. Ain't no fucking Debo dead shit over here. That shit's cap as fuck.
I knew he had a little bit of that Bitchinson in him, and it shows when he was facing that tough guy, that tough Mexican fighter, Oscar Duarte. Oscar Duarte, he looked like he was coming to put on some damage. Well, listen, Richard Hitchinson, don't rely on your strength and rely on getting back. Rely on your skills and do the Devin Haney, do the Devin Haney, huh? Do this as an Haney, do the thing. And then when I say do the Devin Haney, it's the John Boots Ennis's, the guys that were, and you know, of course, the Ryan Garcia's, the guys that were having the nationals and had all the fanfare. You know, he was maybe a distant second behind those guys. We sparred him before. We knew a lot about Teofimo Lopez. I mean, Debo has been on his heels for years about that fight. I told Shakur Stevens, I said, congratulations, you got him. When I seen him, you did. So it wasn't surprising. It was something that I believe Shakur would have did, that I believe Devin would have did exactly what Shakur did to him. Embarrassing.
Well, you saw that.
Oscar, it's over with. Lions, the hiding, the ducking, the playing, the comedian shit that you guys are doing. And that's what I do have to say enough of. On the last stand, let it be the last time we let these jokers get away with comedy. They've turned into comedians. And, you know, listen, you'll never hear Roberto Duran cracking a joke. You never seen Tommy Hearns cracking a joke. Marvin.
This is the same nigga that crack jokes all day, every day, and fucking online, in interviews, and all of that shit. And he talking about Ryan Garcia being a comedian.
Handler, Sugar Ray Leonard. What is all this jokey joke?
Who is serving Bill? Who's serving him, the Colombian?
I got the baddest guy in boxing, period. Listen, and guess what? Guess how we got here, Brian? You know how we got here?
Wow.
We didn't have to use the machine. And in all your years of watching, of covering boxing, have you seen anything like this before, Brian?
No, that's a good point. It's a good point.
You,
I saw you.
Can't say you use the machine because y'all was getting promoted by Matchroom Boxing with Eddie Hearn at one point, and then y'all was getting promoted by Top Rank. So y'all did use the machine.
Do an interview.
Now, are y'all independent doing y'all thing, whatever? Yeah, I can say so, but y'all niggas work for Turkey in reality. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all waiting on Turkey to hand y'all the next fight.
And you were talking about that fight, and you said, listen, I didn't put...
But they did grind, though, pushing, shit on YouTube and shit like that. The way they started off and shit was very interesting. I will say that, though.
Devin, in a good situation the first time around with Ryan. Tell me what you meant about that, and how will it be different the second time if that comes about?
Well, I mean, the obvious. The fighter can't do the business, dot the I's, cross the T's, and micromanage the agreement and or contract. What Devin said is that he wanted to fight What I didn't do my due diligence in is bringing the fight in enough time where Ryan wouldn't have been able to.
There you go with that shit. Talk about the microdosing. When Ryan is proven fact that all his tests was clean up until fight night. So all this microdosing talk that Bill Haney doing is irrelevant. It's stupid. It's bogus as fuck. It makes you sound fucking scary as fuck.
Have any effects from the PEDs, period. It should never been in his system. He should have never been in the ring with Devin with it in his system.
Y'all had a chance for Devin not to be in the ring after Ryan didn't make weight 3 pounds, but y'all took the money and chose to fight him instead because y'all said Ryan was a C+ fighter and said that he wasn't shit. So that's on y'all. Like y'all, do y'all understand that they still crying wolf about all of this shit, and it trickles down to the fans still crying Austrian and all of this shit too, like and crying about the weight and everything. Like everything that Bill Haney and Devin does, the fans of the Haneys, they duplicate the same shit and their talking points and come over this motherfucker and get their ass straight demolished every time. Like, come on. Like, let's be real. Like, they still crying about this shit. Like, if you was the great manager, as you so-called say, Bill Haney, then you shouldn't even let Devin fight within the 3 pounds if y'all wasn't comfortable 100% doing so. Because obviously, y'all still not comfortable because y'all still mentioning this shit.
And that's what I believe.
Do you think that, because one thing with Ryan, you just got to get past all the talking. I think he does a lot of that stuff to try to mess with you, and you got to stay focused on.
Mess with me? How can he mess with?
But Brian Custer ain't lying right there. Like Ryan got these boys off they square, 100%. Ryan got these boys off they square. Ryan even trolling with Sean Haney losing that fight the other day, whatever. Listen, him trolling and then Bill responding to him and shit, responding emotionally. Like they too emotional going into this shit with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia got them boys where he want them.
With me with only one championship, you can't mess with me. And my son is.
Boss Hacker, I seen that comment. He said KMJ just want to attack Devin. Just say, I hate Devin. Just say, get off your knees for Devin. How about that? Like, the dick eating is impeccable by y'all guys. Like, y'all motherfuckers be salty that we call it spade on y'all favorite every fucking time, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, we're going to call it spade over here.
Did you hear what Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, and all the other greats said? They said Devin is a future Hall of Famer. So how can a guy with one belt mess with me? We on our way to the Hall of Fame, brother. You just another stepping stone to solidifying what a great career Devin has already have and soon to have. Inshallah, God willing.
What is more likely, you think, this year? Dev and Ryan, Dev and Xander Zayas?
If it ain't Dev and Ryan, then Ryan is doing the lion.
Look, and this is let me tell you this is a serious question too. I want to know, when it comes to Bill Haney, is everything he says, is it serious or is some of it like hyperbole to draw the attention, get that attention, and get fights made?
Well, you know me, right? And you know my background. Hyperbole is a big word that I don't understand.
See, how can you take him serious, bro? That's what I'm saying. This dude never be. Come on, bro. Like, whatever Pablo Escobar and them boys, man, for Medellin cartel is giving this bad, hey, is that 8-1 Palito. Dead ass, bro. This is funny as hell, bro. That guy's funny as fuck. He a whole fucking goofy. And he don't have a problem with being in a whole fucking goofy. That's the thing, too. No problems with being a goofy.
Yeah, I just want to know, do you say things for, let's say, the comedic draw attention?
Absolutely not.
Or are you always 100% serious?
Oh, absolutely not. For one, I'm extremely proud and happy of the guy that I represent. You know what I mean? I don't have any allegiance to anyone other than Devin. Started with my Oakland gig homie, Virgil Hunter, trainer to Andre Ward, and all these guys in Brooklyn. We went to see them as amateurs. I mean, we did Teofimo Lopez. We sparred him. We sparred sport that you can really believe in. And believing in my last name was my biggest bet. It's not that it's not extremely comfortable to be signed to a promotional outfit like Mayweather Promotions, or to be with a Jay-Z, or, you know what I mean, Top Ranker or a light. You know what I mean? Fighting professor.
Towards the end.
He shot up the list because the people put the target on his back. I mean, they started.
There you go.
We got a lot of time left in this year. How likely is it that we see Devin Haney versus Xander Zayas?
I'm looking forward to it. Of course, you can never the ultimate grudge match, and I know that everyone should understand that. Ryan, he was at the bottom of the list. He was number 10, right behind Conor Ben. He shot up the list because the people put the target on his back. I mean, they started running all kind of narratives. What a great performance it was.
Bill, let's put this together. Ryan should have been at the top of the list regardless. The people been asking you to fight Ryan regardless since the rematch. Regardless. Should be no fucking way Ryan Garcia is number 10 on your list, and then obviously he beats Barrios, then you move him up in the list. No, he should have been on your list at the top fucking regardless, bro.
And it was with a guy that if Devin had went up to 147 pounds and fought him first, they would have said Devin was cherry picking. You see what I mean?
Now, I'll stop you there real quick. Y'all the ones that said Barrios was trash. But then y'all choose to want to fight him. Y'all the ones that said Rolly was trash. But now y'all up here talking about wanting to fight Rolly. We're going to get into it in a minute.
So we went right at Ryan Norman, the baddest man in the division. Devin is the king of 147 pounds. And it would be absurd for the fight not to happen with Ryan Garcia. Like I said, it will be Ryan Lion if it doesn't happen next.
Okay, so you definitely see that. How likely is it that we ever see Dev and Keyshawn?
If he just tell the truth, we might get somewhere. But at this point in time, I mean, listen, give him a gig in Hollywood because he ain't never fought nobody like Devin. So, I mean, I gave you a list.
Yeah.
I gave you a list. Listen, though, Pete. I gave you a list of bad motor scooters that we doing. I'd say
the same list that you have no particular order. The same list that you got Ryan Garcia number 10. Like y'all, like Boston Hacker, all y'all guys be like off of this list shit. This list means absolutely fucking nothing.
Seems that he's only keep clouting for Devin Haney's name. I don't know him saying nobody else.
How likely is it that we see Dev and Gervonta Davis?
Well, let's let Gervonta deal with what he needs to deal with. And when he makes an official announcement and he's coming back and he's fighting, you know what I mean? Then let's talk about it. I mean, the young man has been through enough. You know what I mean? I don't want to sick Debo on him. Hasn't he been through enough?
Okay.
Like Brian Custer, I don't understand why Brian Custer in every interview with everybody, he gotta ask these boys about fucking tape, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that boy Devin had made it known in the past that he ain't want no motherfucking tank smoke like that.
Okay. And then
you notice they're continuing to talk heavily about Xander. And I seen my brother, salute to my brother TD Sports Talk. I seen this comment where he said they're all about being strategic. I just spoke to someone that speaks to Bill. They don't really want Ryan nor Keyshawn their focus is on Xander. They feel like Xander is a weak and easier fight. And that's coming from my boy TD that's definitely tapped in behind the scenes on the sport right there. You notice they continue to talk a lot about Xander.
Lastly,
I better read the room in this shit,
we've
bro.
talked about
Like,
Xander. You said that's still a possibility, right? If Ryan is lying, as you say, then it's Xander.
Hey, listen, a real possibility. Xander feels like he can win. Everyone feels like it's a big stretch at 154. So you know that's sitting around. I mean, you got Charlo that then came out and said that he will do something as well. You know what I mean? I just tell Charlo, listen, all respect, what a wonderful career that you've had. Sit tight, and you might get what you're asking for. Right now, we got our eyes on 2 belts. Make no mistake about it.
2 belts.
Extremely tough fight.
Xander,
but it's.
You notice he said they got eyes on 2 belts, and he continued to talk about Xander. The whole conversation is shifted right here.
Food that you can chew.
Okay. Let me tell you something. I've been waiting to do this for a long time, my brother.
All right, I'm done with that, bro. Y'all boys, man. Dog, it never seems to fucking amaze me to see what these boys, the Haneys, be on, man. Let's get to this Rolly conversation right here. Then I'm about to open up the link. All right, let me find the Twizzies right here. Nah, that's Bill. All right, so this starting off with Rolly right here. All right, Rolly says, Ryan is the biggest coward in boxing. Ducked our rematch clause when we had the entire deal, purses, venue, splits done. He gets scared and decides to fight a complete weight drain Barrios. He only wants to fight pillow-fisted bombs. So the man, Rolly Romero, he goes on a series of tweets last night going at Ryan and Devin right here. So then you got Rolly right here talking about Ryan only had 2 months to prep for me. Wasn't he getting ready for Ampo in Japan in December? Wasn't he getting ready for Pitbull? Ryan is the biggest joke in boxing. Saying that Ryan only got paid $5 million to fight Rolly. He says he took the fight to pay off that, which Ryan didn't say that. Ryan said that he only had a couple of months to prepare, that it was last minute on the preparation as far as Rolly, and he said he wasn't really ready to fight. Pretty much he was just on some shit, just getting to a bag and fighting Rolly in particular right there, from what Ryan said, which I found a little bit bullshit when Ryan said it and myself. You know what I'm saying? You know what this fight is. You know what you up against. You got to be prepared at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Get ready always. You know what I mean? So definitely not going for the excuse from Ryan as far as Rolly in particular. Rolly says Ryan knows if he actually threw punches with me, he knows he'll get knocked out right there. Which is, y'all look at the fight with Rolly, like I mentioned the other day with Rolly and Ryan. Like Rolly knocked down Ryan, and then it wasn't much action. It was similar to Devin and Brian Norman Jr. Devin knocked down Brian Norman Jr. It really wasn't much action after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the same type of fight. Then Rolly says, this dude says, fight Haney. Then Rolly says he likes to sue people when he loses, but I knock him out cold. Let's make it happen. And then Rolly says, Conor Ben is garbage. I didn't want to scare him off, but he ran away anyway. So you got Rolly popping his shit right here. But Rolly, like, Conor Ben didn't want no smoke. Devin, he'll probably sue, but he'll knock him out. Ryan is the biggest joke of boxing, and calling Ryan scared and not wanting to fight on a rematch. Rolly is popping his shit right here. And then you got Rolly said, honestly, completely unrelated. I didn't want to fight Pacquiao out of respect for legend, nor would I've got my credit, but he kept calling me out. Didn't waste my time because he is so broke. He wouldn't stop asking for more money. So you got Rolly right here calling out Manny Pacquiao, saying that Manny Pacquiao was outpricing himself for the fight and in the negotiations with Pacquiao and Rolly, saying that he was asking for more money. which is very, very intriguing right there. Very intriguing for sure. And then this guy says, trust you. You would go through Vada before fighting him because he would want that. Then after you knock him out, he will find a way to say you cheated. Then Rolly says, Vada, I enrolled in everything without a question every single time. Let's get tested every single day. I don't care. So that's Rolly saying that Vada testing, no, if he was to get tested every day by Vada, it wouldn't matter to him right there. And I found that Manny Pacquiao shit really interesting right there on that shit, because that may be the case. Now, Manny Pacquiao, he's the same guy that, he had an exhibition set up for May, I want to say, or May. I don't know. He had an exhibition set up for March, which the exhibition might not even be going down. But then we just seen this morning, if y'all seen it with Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather got 3 fights scheduled. He fighting Tyson, and in April, the nigga fighting another dude in Greece. Then he fighting Pacquiao. Real intriguing right there. But continue. Then you got Rolly says, I'll fight Ryan while he's on steroids and still whoop him. He don't even got to enroll in Vada. I'll enroll myself and let him take whatever drugs he wants. If he want to take Ostrin or testosterone or do cocaine, it's fine by me. Have fun right there. So you got Rolly Ribeiro saying Ryan can be on steroids, whatever he want to take, and he'll still beat Ryan Garcia right here. And then look who enters the chat. Mr. Devin Haney. Devin Haney says, nigga, what contract? Rolly, shut the fuck up, with the laughing emojis right there. And then he says, guys, Rick Mirigan, Virgil Ortiz, his manager, real interesting from him. I don't even know why the fuck he's talking. He should be busy working on Virgil and Boots right now while he on the internet talking and shit, if we want to be honest. But he says, he asked Grok, is this photo real, asking for a friend? And then Devin responds and says, this was a photo op signing. We did real signing behind closed doors, so let your friend know. And then right here, this response, Rolly says, you say sign the contract more than anyone in boxing. Stop acting like anyone is ducking you. My manager reached out to your dad, sign the contract. And then right there in between that, Rolly is showing messages with Devin Haney telling Jorge Linares and Jojo Diaz and Shakur Stevenson to sign the contract in tweets from Devin Haney right there, saying that Devin is always telling somebody to sign the contract, but y'all motherfuckers ain't even want to talk about the fight in reality. And then you got Devin right here. He said, I ain't know his manager was Lewis, the Cubas, that is, from PBC. That's my guy since way back. We haven't got a call from him. And then Rolly responds. He says, y'all just got the call. May 30th, New York City at the Barclays on Amazon Prime. Balls in your court, Ducky, right here. And then, because that was the response to Devin Haney talking about, when a real contract is actually sent, dumbass, fuck you and your manager. You made up all these reasons not to fight me, so now stand on it. Go find that mandatory. And then, Rolly responds saying, no, fight on May 30th in New York City on the Barclays. Right there, saying that the ball is in Devin Haney's court right there. And then Devin responds, says, my father just spoke to Lewis, Rolly's manager. Rumors are true. Let's see if we can get this fight done. Inshallah, right here. And to add a little context as far as the WBA, which is the WBA, they got some shit going on this week. They said news letter. This was from Dan Raphael this morning. He said letters expected to go out from the WBA told Sunday that it will order Floyd Schofield versus Lucas Body for the vacant WBA 135 title, as well schedule Rolly Romero versus Shakram Giasab in a purse bid for 147 mandatory, and they will order Armando Resendez to fight Beckmir Beck the Bully as well. So WBA, they about to have some orders going out this week, which they're going to officially order Kid Austin and Lucas Body for the WBA 135 title. And then they're going to finally put this order in on Rolly Romero and Shakram Giasov. Now, I seen Devin Haney made the tweet saying, really, that's the reason why Rolly Romero comes out with these series of tweets saying that, you know, he want to fight him and stuff and everything. And I believe it 100% that is true. Like, Rolly Romero, he don't have no interest in fighting Shakram Giasov. And I spoke about this on the channel several times. You know what I mean? Where he was trying to fight Manny Pacquiao. That didn't fall through. He was in negotiations recently with Conor Benn. And Conor Benn goes over and signs with Zuffa on a one-fight deal to fight Regis Prograis on a shitty-ass card, by the way. That Tyson Fury card just dropped this morning. And that Tyson Fury April 11th card is trash. It's trash. Just to add context to that shit. But let me go ahead and open the link. So now you got Ryan damn near wanting to fight Devin. Devin said he want to fight Ryan, but then Rolly comes into the whole situation. And you got Rolly now. Rolly want to fight Devin, and now you got Devin pretty much, you know, he's going for he's talking with Rolly now. So now my question to y'all is, and the link is in the comments and pinned to the top. Y'all want to come up. My question to y'all is, if this is funny too. So if Devin fights Rolly Romero, and I'm gonna use some of y'all Devin Haney fans' logic. If Rolly Romero and Devin Haney ends up fighting May 30th at the Barclays, is Devin Haney ducking Ryan Garcia? Even further, I even go even more. If Devin was to fight Xander Zayas over Ryan Garcia, is he ducking Ryan Garcia? Real interesting. Really interesting. Really interesting. The link is pinned to the comments. Y'all want to come up. T Hill, man. Pull up, brother.
CamJ, what's up, man?
What's going on? How you feeling about Ryan? How you feeling about Rolly versus Devin Haney?
I mean, you know, I thought I was gonna come to this, you know, because Rolly didn't want to fight that mandatory, man. I mean, he said anybody but that.
Yeah, he definitely don't want to fight the mandatory. That's for sure. He
definitely don't want to fight that guy.
Because I mean, Shakram Giasov don't hold no value.
Yeah, but you see, the thing, he could have been made that fight. You know, I think that's a fight that he could have been made. Devin was saying, let's do it. So you know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know, Ryan ducked him, and I've been saying Ryan did duck Rolly. That's a fair call. They were close to making the fight. So hell, let him make it. Either one is fine. They both got titles. I mean, unification, right? You know, he can fight Rolly now and then fight Ryan in the summer.
I set the bounty on Hacker to start off is $20.
You ain't got to I ain't got to be here too long. I'm just speaking my piece. You ain't got to drop no tears, man. You ain't got to drop no tears.
Dodrick called for your bounty, man. You know them boys be hot off the presses on.
They hate the truth, man. These guys they're being their feelings. They hate the truth.
I don't want to hear the truth. Applicable to all, though. If it doesn't apply to everyone and it's not truth, dog, it's fabricated. Y'all niggas be out here fabricating.
That's not how that works,
dog. What you mean it is not how that works?
That's not how it works.
If it's truth, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have a delineation. You guys be having delineations for your truth. It does not always apply. It is not always the same. How does truth work?
Truth is when you don't have an excluded middle. A truth can still be a truth even if it's not applicable to everybody. If one doesn't have an
excluding middle, another term for delineation.
When there's no exception to the rules. Yeah,
Hacker,
I'm just saying that was the wrong definition.
Hey, let me ask you this, Hacker.
It wasn't the wrong
ironic?
It was.
let me say this, Hacker. Do you find it ironic that Rolly is sending, the situation, the offers and contract shit to Devin?
I mean, Devin, not really. I mean, as long as they're open to make I think we made this rule that only the A sides can send offers, right? That's what we said, right?
Devin may be fighting on PBC
but
for
he's
the
not
first
sending an offer
time.
though. But he's not sending an offer. He's just trying to start the communication. So they gotta negotiate and shit. So let's see what happens.
But don't you find it funny though that they doing that though?
I find it funny that Rolly didn't want to fight at first, and now he wants it. Yeah, he was talking mad shit about, oh, why would I fight him? He'll sue me. Blah blah blah. Now he needs him. Because Ryan ain't never gonna fight Rolly again. Never in his life. Them punches hurt.
He should. And don't get it twisted. I'm on record saying that Ryan should fight fucking Rolly. He should go back and get that. But
man, Ryan was scared. Ryan was scared of Rolly in the past. Ryan's been scared of that kid for even in the past. Ryan was scared of Rolly.
His whole shit is shifted now, though.
Oh yeah. Devin's position is good.
What fight would you since now we got Devin and Rolly in negotiations now? Like, what fight do you want more? You want the Rolly fight or the Ryan fight?
I think what Devin should do is fight Rolly now and fight Ryan in the late summer, and then collect both belts. That's what I think.
Why not go for the good
because think about this, because Ryan wants to fight.
You heard that, man?
Yeah.
No, wait. Ryan wants to fight Devin in the late summer, though. No, Ryan wants to fight Devin in the summer. So why would he wait all that time and be out the ring? Ryan just fought. That way you're active in the ring as well, and then you go into the late summer and fight Ryan for what Ryan calls the summer mega fight. It makes perfect sense. And then you got 2 belts on the line versus 1. Then you have 3 belts, a 3-belt unification fight. It's perfect. That's literally a perfect situation.
So you're with the smoke with Devin fighting Rolly.
Oh yeah.
To unify up and then go into the Ryan Garcia fight.
Yeah. He beats Ryan Smoke, and then because guess what? If he beats Rolly, nobody can say, "Oh, Ryan was different after Rolly," because he beat Rolly too. The kid tough, man. I don't know. I don't know why you don't like him, but I think that was tough, man.
What you think about that, T Hill? Let me ask you that. What you think about the perspective of Mr. Rolly Romero fighting Devin ahead of Ryan?
Ahead of Ryan, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. I think that if a person beat me to the point,
is it a duck too? If he fight Rolly over Ryan, is it a duck?
I wouldn't say it's a duck because there's still the possibility of fighting, but that should be the fight. If you're the number one person that you want to get the fight done against, I don't understand why you would be number 10 on the list, and then I don't understand why you would bypass that fight for everybody else. That doesn't make sense, but the fight still can happen, so I'm not going to label it a duck. What I will say is if Ryan needs to get that get back with Rolly because Rolly done bullied him in the sparring and y'all say he bullied him in the ring, then what happens when you got beat itch down your drawers and you don't go back and get that fight? Shouldn't you get that back? Especially when you had to go to court just to get some get back and you had to drop the court case so that you can possibly get the get back. You ain't got the get back. So why shouldn't that be first?
Man, what's happening, chat? What's happening?
What's good, FaZe? What's good, FaZe, man? What how you feel about it, man? What fight do you prefer next with Rolly? You prefer Rolly or Ryan next for Devin?
Well, I prefer Rolly for the simple fact that we could knock Rolly off, take that belt, take him off his high horse, and it'll be an exciting fight. And then, while Ryan trying to go on his WBC tour and, avoiding all these, adding all this antics and extra clauses and things he trying to get around. By the time he gets ready to fight, he gonna look around and he ain't gonna have no fight. So by the time we fight Rolly, Ryan, they gonna be calling for Ryan fight even more, and then it's gonna be more pressure on Ryan to fight instead of Ryan right now. Tooting his own horn, running around thinking he, Mr. Big Time, because he just beat Barrios. So if Rolly easy to make the fight, definitely could take that unification. Ryan gonna be there. We'll get to him, but right now he playing a little game. He got his title for the first time in his life, and you know how dudes get when they get their first title. They go on the world tour and fight soft fights.
Yeah, it's also like I said, the timeline problem. Ryan just fought. He can't fight Devin immediately afterwards. He's not gonna be. I mean, he fought 12 rounds, and he went through what looks like a weight training camp. So like, I
look at it in this perspective. If Devin's really willing to fight Rolly Romero in May 30th, that's literally right, pretty much the summertime. I don't see what's the purpose of another 2 months and waiting to fight Ryan in July. That's too long. Because those are months added to how long he's been in the ring. Remember, he fought in November last year. For that fight in particular, that's
you still got to fight. No, but you can still do it. You can still do it though, because you can still have a spring fight and then a summer fight. There's no problem. Then the only difference is maybe you push the summer fight down to August instead of July. Because you factor in the also keep in mind there's Ramadan. There's Ramadan this month, right? So next month he's gonna get into a training camp. Maybe early May he fights Rolly. Inshallah he doesn't get hurt. He then goes into like June, July, August. Maybe he'll fight Ryan. It's fine, perfect.
And also it's just been a tug of war with Ryan and some of these other guys. You got Rolly now desperate, wanting to fight. We want to go ahead and get a tune-up. We want to beat up somebody. So, I'm a firm thing. Like, okay, he could get his get back. That's cool. Everybody want to see that. That's great. But just having a tug of war with him and letting the fans and everybody else instigate and let this guy take you through the ring around for the fight. Nah, we gonna destroy some other cats, and then Ryan gonna have to fight. It's gonna happen either way. Whether it's next or it's in November, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, and you want that to be later it's gonna be a big fight. You want it to be later in the year. Honestly speaking, you want that fight to be like late because the biggest fights always happen closer to the end of the year versus the early part of the year. That's how that's how it's always supposed to be. Ryan fought Barrios, which wasn't a big fight, but his next fight will probably be Devin, which will be a huge fight. So Devin should fight somebody that's not. Rolly's and don't get me wrong, Rolly's a dangerous opponent. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. Rolly's been looking good in the gym, and the brother punches hard. So there is an avenue for him to win. There's an avenue for them to get injured. There's so many factors that can happen. However, you want to take that fight first because it's the lesser of the two, and then have your mega fight towards the end.
Rolly was trash though, hacker in the past.
That's it. He's gotten better though. You have to get. Yeah, I get the fight. I never called Rolly. I never called Rolly. No, I never called Rolly trash. I said that he should have fought Devin instead. Well, I never even said that. Rolly's never been trash to me. So to me, if you want my perspective on Rolly, I think
nigga ain't been trash since he's a Devin opponent. Come on,
no,
bro.
Even prior to that, because you gotta know
he's now you're a good fight. He ain't no big fight. Dev only go for big fights. And y'all make an excuse of why this nigga should push for him instead of getting the get back that everybody want to see currently. As long as Tank is not active, the biggest fight in boxing. So why not go for the biggest fight in boxing? And then this nigga's talking reckless to y'all online, in media, over interviews, everywhere you go, you talking reckless.
Hold on. I'm about to leave. Let me just explain to you one more time. It's a time. Thomas said it was a timeline issue. Ryan just fought. That means he just came out of a training camp, which he had to drain himself. He still has to recover. He went 12 rounds. He didn't go 1 round. He still went, even though he won unanimously, he still went 12 rounds, in which he had to make weight for. So hold on, before you move forward further. Remember, the last fight was in May 5th or some shit like that, right? It was in the springtime. Ryan's saying he wants it in the summer. Why? Because he just fought. He needs time to recover. Devin hasn't fought since November. Devin has time to take another fight before Ryan Garcia. So what's the problem if Devin's not going to fight Ryan now anyway until later in the summer?
The more time goes by, the more time they have not to make the fight. That's why there's a big
still
rush.
time to make the summer fight.
There is, but the more that time goes by, it's a time that never takes place.
Ryan fought 2 weeks ago, bro. 2 weeks ago. You know, that's it. 2 weeks ago. Ryan has to recover.
You got to understand if he's willing to fight Rolly in May 30th and wait pretty much to the summer to fight him, then I don't see the problem in waiting to fight Ryan, bro. Like when everybody around the culture is
salute to you guys, right? I'm about to drop, but I'll pose the question. Why wait if I can fight now and I still do the same thing in the summer? Nothing. The only difference is I'm taking an extra fight. The summer date does not change. That's the only difference. Without guys, I'm out.
I'll pose this question before you leave. I'll pose this question. But due to the fact that everybody is asking for him to fight Ryan, the whole entire boxing culture, let alone you got Ryan out here vowing to retire this man and beat his ass and just playing Devin sincerely fucking absolutely cock out here. Why would y'all not push for that over Rolly right now? That's what I want to know.
The same fight is still going to happen at the same date. That's what you guys are not understanding. The same Ryan fight is still going to happen on the same date. Nothing changed. The difference is Ryan fought 2 weeks ago. Ryan fought 2 weeks ago. Devin fought in November.
He's not going to fight Rolly and Ryan back to back
like that, bro. Watch. All right, if I'm lying, I'm dying. When it doesn't happen, let me know. All right, salute, guys. I'm about to drop, guys. I'm about to drop.
Hey, be easy, actor, man. Be easy out there, bro.
Like right there, that one makes no sense right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
nothing ever makes sense when it comes to that.
It don't make sense in that perspective. You feel me? Like we got to understand though, with everybody's wanting Ryan and motherfucking Devin, but him fucking with Rolly, that's put right there. That's a situation where say fucking around Devin lose to Rolly, then that fucks up the rematch again. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying that it's no reason why they should not fight each other next.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Like the time is now. Like that is the thing. The time is now. Y'all fuck around and fight Rolly, then fuck around and don't have a great performance in that fucking fight, then shit look different.
He just got to win, I think,
different
against Rolly. As long as he win against Rolly.
What happens if he lose? See, I'm still saying they should, even if he loses against Rolly, I still want to see the fight. I want to see the fight because Ryan trash, Ryan drug cheat, Ryan this, Ryan that. What I do know is that Ryan fought him. And in the process of fighting him, he put him on the canvas at least 7 times. In the process of fighting him, he gave him bad-looking moments to the optics. People fabricated a bad-looking optic against Tank, and they say the next fight he should have, and everybody that rides with Tank say the next fight he should have should be Roach. It shouldn't be nobody else other than maybe Shakur, but should be Roach. These Mickey Freakies want to say, nah, it should be everybody but Ryan. Ryan don't even deserve it.
Hey, at the end of the day, that's no contest. And this nigga is still great compared to Ryan. If they fight, that's cool. But it's a good fight with Rolly too. Nigga, Devin don't need Ryan Garcia to validate him, bro. That's what.
Oh, yes, he do. A lot of other people feel otherwise. Yeah. The only
So
people that don't feel that way is the Haney fans. It's only y'all. It's not everybody else outside of that and all the other specials around the whole boxing culture. They feel like Devin has to get this fight back. They're always going to be attached to each other due to the fact of the history and the storyline that they have. Like regardless if they fight or not. Like they're always going to be attached to each other.
I don't feel like Shakur Stevenson need Edwin De Los Santos. I don't feel like Tank Davis need Lamont Roach. Niggas is still niggas regardless, bro.
Yeah, but see, Tank is often held to the standard. He needs to fight certain fights before they can validate him, but everybody else don't have to do that. And just what you just said to put in context, in the shoe game, the Jordans is the king shoe, right? everybody and their mama want them Jordans, right? Everybody go out and get them Jordans, right? You got a nigga that bring Madonna out, and that nigga's not validated. He's not verified. Let these ninjas tell it. This nigga overhyped. A lot of people feel the same way about that fight with Ryan and Dev. The only way we can ever see it play right in people's minds is if it's in the ring and there ain't no outside attachments to it. No drawing applications to somebody else, helping somebody lose weight, some Ostarine to help them lose weight, and all that other stuff. It's just one-on-one.
But T Hill, you just seen fucking beat Ryan 8 rounds or 9 rounds to 3. So fighting Rolly just beat Ryan like that. So I go out there and beat up this guy, and this guy over here talking about A-side shit. If I go beat Rolly, I'm unified, and I go fight Ryan, that's just as good, bro. It's gonna be, it favors me more as far as all this A-side shit, and I just got a great win. Champion in the division, and I'm still fighting you.
Oh, let me respond to this to my guy Dez. Right, he said we were pushing for the Ryan fight. Ryan made the fight difficult to make with all the A side, B side bullshit. When there's no A side or B side with Turkey, Rolly's the easier fight to make. If there wasn't no A side or B side talk, then it wouldn't have been an A side or B side talk conversation with Shakur and Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Like the A side and B side exists no matter who the fuck is promoting the fucking card. Whether it's Turkey, Don King, Bob Earl, it exists with everybody, including fucking Turkey. Turkey's not, he picks and chooses the fights that he wants to fucking put on. Like, if that's the case, why the fuck he's not putting on Boots Ennis and Virgil? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's picking and choosing the fights he puts on. As far as A side and B side concerns for Turkey, it does exist. Ryan is more favored with fucking Turkey Al-Sheikh, and he showed it last year with having Devin on his co-main, as his co-main last year. Like, that's a prime example of that shit. Like, and none of y'all can really get past that far as the A side and B side in that shit. You know what I mean? Like, Devin has been on 2 undercards in his last 2 fights. He was in the main event when he fought Brian Norman Jr. You know what I mean? We got to call this shit spade to spade, bro. Like, you got Ryan headlining main event and events while Devin is fighting on undercards, bro. Like, it shows the value that Turkey Al-Sheikh has in each guy. He has more value. Ryan has more value to Turkey than Devin has, and that's just the clear fucking facts. It's like this shit ain't rocket science. Like, it's not that hard to see and not know. Like, Devin should know this shit too. You know what I mean? Like, just because you pound for pound doesn't make you be the A side in the fight. That doesn't that don't know. It matters the value, the money, and etc. You know what I mean? And who's the guy? And the guy is Ryan in between that shit. But
hey, well, who put on Ryan last fight?
Ring.
The Ring, and they are fabricated by who?
He was
Turkey, right? They affiliated with Turkey. He fabricates their fights. Same thing with the fight before that, where they said he blew the opportunity, where he lost to Rolly. He put on that fight. So that comment just don't make sense all the way around, because Turkey has put on Ryan's last 2 fights. That being the case, bro, all I gotta say is this. If you're the A side, you fighting Rolly does bad numbers,
what's going on, bro?
Then that affects your A side ability there. So that will just weaken their argument if it doesn't do well. I don't care if he fights Rolly, man. Honestly, it would be lovely on 2 fronts, because Rolly was a trash exhibition opponent for Tank, and now you're going after him. Matter of fact, you've actively sought after a lot of his opponents, and his resume trash. You know, let everybody else tell it. So, you know, it's poetic justice that way, but it's also a tough fight, man. I don't think it'll be an easy fight for him.
And it's another point to add on to that, bro. You know, everybody think Devin can't punch, you know, and everybody think Rolly can punch. So You know, seeing Devin Haney in there with another puncher is great. But I'm gonna just say this about I'm gonna say this to Cam. I'm looking at it like this. You seeing like the Devin and Ryan fight is a sticky negotiation. Like it don't seem like it's close to happening. And it's like niggas just want to see niggas like Devin, niggas like Boots that's having these long drawn out negotiations fight, bro. You know, it's like it's only so much of this business talk that a nigga could take, bro, until a nigga just want to see, all right, man, get in the ring with motherfucking Conwell. Nigga, get in the ring. Nigga, get in the ring and fight motherfucking your mandatory, Devin, or fight Rolly. You know what I mean? Like, I know Ryan gonna have to, it's gonna be more pressure if he fight Rolly and beat Rolly in spectacular fashion for Ryan to be like, all right, I gotta take the fight. That's what I feel.
Man, I'm gonna show you an example of my brother FaZe, man, of why this man should be pushing for this man.
Look, you're one of the best finishers in boxing. Like, I know you didn't finish Devin Haney, but you had him drown.
I saved him. I should have knocked him. I just didn't have the conditioning.
I think it still bothers you, huh?
Yes, because I should have knocked him out in that 11th, man. I was playing around too much. Yeah. And I was like, ha ha. Like, bro. But next time, that next time, buddy, you won't have a next time. I'm finishing you. You will never box again if we fight again, and you know that. And I have vowed to that. If we fight again, you will never box again. I promise you that.
But look,
man, that WWE shit's supposed to make niggas flinch or something like that shit.
He been speaking this shit the whole entire time. Vowed to retire this man. As a man, you fighting a dude out. You fought you caught a dude. You got into it with some guy. You know what I mean? Out there. You know what I mean, your way, and yeah, motherfucker then got out on you. You know what I'm saying? He fucked around and got out on you. He done beat you down. He done beat you up in the fight. As a man. Then he's still talking reckless, talking about he gonna beat your ass and all this shit again. If you come and step to him, you going to get that lick back, right?
But every time you show up, the nigga walk the other way. Like it's just a weird situation. Like,
but Ryan's not walking the other way. He's walking towards Devin, and Devin's going towards Rolly now. That's what we have going on.
Well, you know, to be all fairness, I'll say that, you know, they doing a lot of switch lanes and talking, because both of them, because Ryan just said he wanted to fight Core, then all of a sudden, all right, you guys want the fight, I'm gonna give you the fight, and then Devin like, all right, we gonna fight Ryan, let's do it, you just gonna take the test. Then Rolly come out and say this, then it's like they all doing that shit that's why it's annoying to I guess this is part of the business, but it's just out loud in the public. Bro.
Yeah, it's definitely annoying, all bro. Diva and bullshit. It definitely is. It's annoying for me to cover it and talk about it in this way, because you really want to just talk about the fights in general, bro. Like that, like for real shit. Like I'll be like the last 48 hours, I'm sitting here watching Ryan and Devin go back and forth on Twitter and shit. Then you got Rolly stepping into the picture and shit. I'm capturing all of these screenshots of these guys going back and forth, and I'm sitting there like what? It's crazy to even cover the sport in this way for real, because we shouldn't even be having to talk about this shit. It should be right now what everybody in the world wants is those two guys that's on the thumbnail, Ryan Garcia and Devin right now. Like it's the biggest fight to make. Like it's the biggest fight for both of those guys.
And they all doing it. Keyshawn doing it. You know, he went from Dev to Pitbull to Lamont Roach to, you know, Crocker. Like,
yeah, he's all over the place
right now, bro. That shit wild.
I mean, it's like everybody's finding ways to like put their name and keep their name bubbling and shit. You know what I mean? You got Shakur bubbling his name with Devin and Ryan and Connor Ben and shit. You know what I mean?
He don't want to go up there. He just saying that. He really don't want to go to 47.
Like, he said he want to have a rehydration clause on Devin and Ryan. That's why I said, mark my words, you won't see Shakur Stevenson in the ring with Devin or Ryan in 2026.
Bro, I don't even think he want to step in that weight class, bro. I don't even with a rehydration clause. I really just think that's just some extra shit to add on. I honestly don't think Shakur want to go to 47 at all. I mean, he barely made 40.
He really
made
don't.
138. Like that nigga don't want to go to no damn 47 and try to see what's going on. That's a lot. Mm-hmm.
Shit, my boy Dodger, he said my boy Dodger there said, I'm hearing a lot of Duck Roley right there.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Niggas want to see it because they like how Roley punch, and they think Devin Cheney and you know, and Roley got history sparring these dudes. So, you know, people really want to see it. I want to see it. I mean, I look at the Ryan fight, that gonna got more like history and shit like that. But if I just look at fighter for fighter, it's like the same drama. Like you got a puncher and a boxer. You know what I mean? And they both hitting, but you know, Ryan got the story behind it. But when I look at the styles, it's a decent style for Devin to fight. Devin started to fight big punchers. He fought Brian Norman. Now he about to fight Roley. He fought Ryan. So it's nice to see, like, oh yeah, you know, Devin ain't the bigger dude every fight, you know. So now we get to see who he really is. So I like the test. I like the like when Bud was fighting Sean Porter and Kaviaskis. I like that shit, bro. Like, get it in.
And my boy Savage Bo, he said, but no one has a better opportunity than Devin and Ryan right now, no matter who calling out who. And that's the fact. That's the fact of the matter. Like, bro, like this, like I feel like there's no reason for I don't like Devin fighting Roley over Ryan due to the fact that there's a possible chance Devin can lose to Roley in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Devin and Ryan, they make it. You make it, you know what I mean?
And then Roley beat both of them niggas, so it's like I'm just a fan of the
sport. And then it'd be fucked up. Say Roley beat Devin, and then Ryan don't have no fucking choice but to go get Roley right after that. Like,
and Roley
that'd be point blank and center. Ryan won't have no choice but to fight the winner of that fight.
Man. That's
reality of it.
That's why
you know what I mean? As far as if it was to go down like that, but Devin still the conversation about Xander is still weary on my end with them because they've been mentioning Xander name a lot. But I said, I don't believe Xander and Devin is gonna happen though. That ain't happening. Xander is on Josh Kelly timing from what Eddie Hearn is saying that they negotiating that fight.
Yeah, I don't think so, Cam. I ain't gonna lie. But just like you said, though, Ryan would be forced to fight that winner out of Devin and Roley if they fought, bro. So while right now Ryan has choices and he's playing these games and you know he's the A side, I give him that. It don't really matter to me. And he doing all that right now. If they fight and he beats fucking Roley 10-9 rounds to 3 or some shit like that, Ryan, you literally gonna be looked at as a duck, and it's gonna force Ryan to, you know, get out there and make that fight. Right now, they just playing. They got too much going on. Like they sit there and talk to each other, and then talk to other niggas and talk about contracts. Like, bro, that's how you know the shit ain't serious. You know what I mean? The shit ain't serious. It ain't serious talks, bro. You know. Because like you said, nigga, 24
Blaze,
hours.
Devin and Ryan is the money fight, man. It's the money fight for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be interesting to see that boy Devin, because Devin will, I'm assuming if they got that date May 30th book right there for the Barclays, then I'm assuming that Devin will be fighting him on PBC. See, now that's where on the business side, just in a deeper perspective though, like, does that go through 100% though for real? Because we know Devin, he likes to get a big guarantee bag. You know what I mean? And we know PBC, they like to do, you know, they give you a small guarantee and then, you know, they do their pay-per-view shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's interesting as far as the business with Bill right there and negotiating that fight with Roley right there, if that would go down in that perspective. You know what I mean? Because we know Devin, he like guarantees. He don't like to bet on himself on pay-per-views and shit for real, especially after what happened with him and Ryan.
Yeah.
And I know that's why I said him and Ryan, they for that fight, they gonna get they big guarantee from Turkey and everything and split and everything for us that fight. That's why I say it makes more sense business-wise for Ryan and Devin. Like,
I mean,
T Hill, what you think, T Hill?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Business wise, it makes sense. It's the biggest fight. Like I said, Sands Tank in the ring with anyone, especially one of them, it's the biggest fight. It's their biggest fight, opposite of Tank being in the ring with them. Secondly, you know, the context of so many things that have been said over the internet and through interviews and through Twitter and stuff like that, that only adds fuel to the fire. The fact that people want to see either Devin lose or Ryan lose is huge. It's the one driving force that allowed for Mayweather to break so many records because so many people wanted to see him lose. Other niggas rocked with him. And then he was just the talk of the town, so the casuals rolled along. You got so many things in play. The fight should be next. I'm not going to lie. But if it is Rolly, I'm not going to hate. But it does, given the fact that everything that they have said, how he's the number one fight they're looking for. Why would you save that fight for a potential last in a climate where they don't respect people who have lost or bad performances? Remember, one man's masterclass was another man's track meet, and them fights looked eerily alike. Yet, depending on who you roll for, one was running around the ring, the other one was putting on the masterclass. So we got too much stuff in between this fight happening and then maybe happening. And maybe means sometimes never. So if we're going to get the fight, we should get it while it's hot. We shouldn't let nothing come between it. And like I said, you went to the court because you wanted to get your blood. You wanted to get it back in blood. And you wanted to get your money. Well, now the money is up now. It's up higher than it ever be. The only other place is going to get higher against any other fighter will be Tank Davis. So since there ain't no chance of Tank, why not get that paper right now? And Turkey will pay for it because Turkey thinks he can get beat down. And for some odd reason, Turkey don't really rock with them like that. He'll pay for any fight that they feel like they'll win. And plus, if they will bring people over there, because ultimately they are over there, they ain't even really, they're using sports as a tool to create world domination. So they're trying to get people to come and see and invest. That's a fight that people will go and come and see and invest. It will get done if they want the fight. That's only if they want it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it, man. I ain't gonna lie though, but if he don't fight him, then I mean I don't see the problem being a fight with Rolly, because you know it's another barometer that way as well too. So we get to see a fight. I just rather it be the Devin Haney versus Ryan fight. I think that's the fight that should be made next.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Devin is Turkey's Muslim brother, man. You know, Turkey fuck with Debo Devin and Bill Haney, man.
Nah, man, you know me, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like business wise, it would look more so like that's what I'm saying. Business wise, the guaranteed money from Turkey for the Ryan fight would be more so the thing for Devin pretty much. Like, you know what I'm saying? That guaranteed bag, that's what Devin and Bill looking for. They looking for that guaranteed bag, and the only person that's gonna give it to him is gonna be Mr. Turkey Al-Sheikh, that big one. You know what I mean? He will be the only one that's gonna give him a big guaranteed bag. You know what I mean? In particular, you feel me? And that's why I say, and if it came down to negotiations really with Rolly, I feel like the negotiations with Rolly probably not going to go all the way through like that possible. You know what I mean? Due to if he's fighting on PBC and he want this $5-6 million, guarantee bag, PBC's not going to be willing to give him that. They're not going to be willing to give him. They're going to probably be like 1, 2 or some shit like that. But they're not going to be want to give Devin because off of the value, especially going back to like the purse bid he had with Sandor Martin, where Top Rank was the only people that bidded for that fight with Sandor Martin right there, where it was what 2.5 total right there, where Devin would have made 1.5. You know what I mean? Like you was looking at in the business in particular right there. Is definitely interesting in that perspective, like I mentioned before, right there. That'd be where that Rolly situation may not go through compared to him fighting Ryan and Turkey said, "Fuck it, y'all get y'all big guaranteed, and y'all go ahead and Ryan, you 55-45 like the last fight." You know what I mean?
Nah, I get what you're saying, Cam. But have you noticed, like before, Turkey used to make them fights right after a motherfucker won their last fight. If you notice, Turkey ain't been doing that no more, bro.
Yeah, he picking and choosing what fights he want to pay for. This is a fight that he's interested in putting on because obviously he keep promoting it on Ring Magazine and having them posting different graphics and doing voting polls and stuff on the fight and everything. So like this is a fight that he definitely wants in particular for sure. Yeah, but he's picking and choosing with the fights that he wants. You know what I mean? That's clear that he's definitely doing that.
Fact, bro. I'll be surprised to see, like they said, that fight going down in September with Canelo and them. I think that's his next card, or am I missing one?
No, he got shit. He got the next one is. I want to say Tyson Fury, the Tyson Fury card, April 11th. Was they just put that full card out today? Which that card is dookie juice. It is.
You see what I'm saying?
Let me. I'm just like that. He put out the full card. I gotta pull it up. I gotta get it real quick and upload it. But it's just like that. They got that card, and then I know in September, they got Canelo coming back, and which is I think he most likely gonna fight Christian and Billy, most likely for that WBC title at 168.
Oh man, I love that fight, bro. Because I'll bet some money on Canelo for that fight. I'll win some money.
Man, Isaiah, what you doing, brother? What's popping, brother? What you think, man, about this Ryan, Rolly, and Devin little trio situation going on?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Could y'all hear me okay?
What's good? Yeah, we hear you good.
Okay, shout out to everybody in the panel. Yeah, bro, it's man, it's crazy because you got hardcore Devin Haney fans with knee pads on, bro, just slurping Devin. You know how it is, bro. They I don't know, bro. I just don't like the antics that Bill's doing, and and it's crazy, bro, because I'm just frustrated with Ryan and Devin. But at the same time, I can't really blame Ryan because Devin's not gonna be the A side in this fight, and that's just the sad truth. And it doesn't matter if he's ranked number 1 in the division, and I mean, in my opinion, WBC is the more pristine belt. So I feel like Ryan not being on the pound for pound, it don't matter, and it don't matter if Devin's on the pound for pound or not. Because after he beat Brian Norman, a lot of people started to discredit him, bro. So, I mean, the fight that I really wanted to see was Devin and Ryan, but you see, Rolly, he was very adamant, and he said his words, bro. He said that he was gonna let Devin and Ryan fight it out, which he did, and now we're seeing that. Now he wants to fight him because he sees that Ryan isn't serious, so he might as well just fight Devin, why not? And he might win. He might.
Of course, we got to add context to Rolly too. Rolly about to get that order this week for Giasol from the WBA. And that's why he rushing toward that too.
That fight is gonna be so boring, bro. Akram Giasov, bro, boring, bro. He is he could box, but I don't think that's a good fight for Rolly, bro. That's gonna be a boring.
Oh, say that again, bro. Go ahead, say it again.
Shakram Giasov is a boring fighter, bro. And I mean he could box everything because I've seen his last 4 fights and he could box. I just don't think he could beat Rolly. If he's coming in the ring with that shit, Rolly might sleep him, bro. And I think that's gonna be a boring ass fight for Rolly.
Yeah, this is the April 11 card right here, where
That
you got, of course, you got
ass, bro.
Connor Ben, he's the co-main. Then they got Jimmy versus Richard, Rick Poirier, which Rick Poirier, he all right too. Fraser Clark versus Justice Huney in a heavyweight fight right there. And this is the prelims of it right here, where I'm just like,
Cam,
this is what y'all paid
card, bro.
Connor Ben $15 million for this.
Nah, Cam, this shit looks like a Pro Box card, bro.
On Netflix?
Pro Box on Netflix. That's what this card is, bro.
This is on Netflix. This is crazy. Like, this is crazy right here.
Yo, but
that boy Blaze said trash card. This turkey right here, brother.
Around, man.
This is
I'm
turkey out of
honest
sheep right here. Go ahead, T Hill. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, going. I mean, there's some things that my man FaZe, and I rock with FaZe because FaZe usually is he applies like practicality, bro. So I could rock with what he say. I don't know how Devin gonna look. He said something about Devin having more pop because he's getting, he's at a weight closer to his thing, and that's the truth. He could show more pop. I do believe that part of his issues with his pop is due to mechanics, but also with the calling him my brother, my Muslim brother, bro. We got that one thing that allows for them to put this card on and it be acceptable. We got that melanin, and that melanin is not loved by all folk and is not respected by all folk. And Turkey don't respect it. Their whole country don't really respect it. And then on top of that, that's how you are able to put on a card like that. If it would have been Al Heyman putting this card on, our niggas would have just put that to the cross. They would have put frames up on it and everything. This is nonsense. This man is actually fighting against a glorified kickboxer. This nigga only got one match as a boxer, and that nigga's fighting a title fight. How do you do that? How do you skip the line? Now, I get it. Your boy Usyk done a lot in that sport. He done proved himself time and time again, but dog, that ninja hadn't. So why does he get to cherry pick like that? I'd much rather him be in the ring with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He can get that light touch. Let Wilder get that type money, and it will bring more money to it on top of that. But yeah, man, that's how I feel about that fight.
Man, Wilder. I was gonna say,
go ahead,
he got 2 fades with Usyk. Joshua got 2 fades with Usyk. Daniel Dubois got 2 fades with Usyk.
Again, that spoke to my point. I know he done put in work. Wilder ain't got a fade with Usyk. Caballero ain't got a fade with Usyk. What's the other ninja over there in the overseas across the pond? What's his name? Cam Atwama. Yeah, he ain't got a fade with, but this kickboxer get a fade with Usyk.
I fuck with that T Hill because I ain't gonna lie. I want Caballero to fight him too. I like Caballero.
Yo, so he just fought last week, right? Or 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, Caballero. He fought like a month ago. He fought
last month, right?
A little month ago. He fought in Germany and got a knockout.
But you see, his fight is good. And yo, FaZe, I want to say shout out to you, bro, because on other panels I jump on, I just hear people bash you, bro. But shout out to you for always standing on what you believe, bro.
Man, you got to, bro. You know.
It's just crazy because I mean, like we want to see.
FaZe is illogical. He's
Yeah,
part
bro.
of the Hanos clan, but he's
FaZe
logical though.
FaZe cool as they come, bro. I rock
He's
with
more
him.
logical than like the hacker
Yeah,
and
he is.
you know,
Nah,
the
he is, bro.
flyers and shit.
He is because there have been other members of the Hanos who have told FaZe shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, it's just what he sees. It's the honesty. It's like I get it. You know what I mean? As a man, we have certain morals that other men won't have, aka Robert Kazar, boxing hacker. You feel me? But it is
I
what
think a boxing hacker just jumped off, man. No,
man, he
listen,
just jumped
man,
off.
I'm not gonna like my boy T Hill said Devin's power. I mean, I think,
No, bro. Devin has power. Let's be honest. He does have power. The only reason people make fun of him and say he's pillow fisted is because he hasn't gotten a knockout in how long. But from all his fights, and I like to go back and watch him 2-3 times. Devin has power. Ryan doesn't have the pop that Devin has. I feel like Devin has the pop to keep you off. I feel like Ryan got the power to knock you out. I feel like those are two different styles. And Cam, I know you're gonna hate that I say this shit, bro. But I think if Devin and Ryan go back into the rematch, I think Devin is gonna stay outside and use the distance, and he's just gonna clinch when he has to and win by just jabbing, bro. Just because that's what they did, the amateurs, you know. Ryan, he came at him, and Devin win by staying on the outside, you know, just keeping the jab. But if Ryan comes in the same way he fought Barrios, I think it would be a very good fight. But I'm not gonna lie, I got Devin winning the rematch, bro.
You know,
yeah, I mean, real shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think Devin can win the rematch. That's what I'm saying. I picked Devin in the first fight, and you know what I'm saying. But I think Devin can win the rematch. That's why I said I want to see the rematch.
Bro. Cam,
but it's like WWE wrestling as far as the storyline and all of that, bro. We got to see this. Like, there's too many unanswered questions in this fight, you know what I'm saying, between both guys. You know what I mean? Whether it was the Iceman for Ryan or whether it was the left hook for Devin, like we got those questions got to get answered. That's why we need this next.
You know what, Cam? I have a new theory, and I was thinking about it. Because Turkey put on that first Ryan fight, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking that what if Turkey set Ryan up just to back up Devin so that it could be a bigger fight and he about to get some bread back. Because Turkey is his guy. And he's doing all these favors for Ryan, and he's doing all these things for Ryan. But behind the scenes, Devin, he's a Muslim, right? Like he says. And they're always saying, "Oh, our brother this, our brother that, alhamdulillah." And Turkey likes that, you know what I mean? So, from what I've seen from the Muslim religion, bro, Muslim brothers, they don't turn on each other. So you know. Ryan, right now, bro.
Tell my boy T Hill, man. T Hill gotta listen. Nah, he jumped off. My nigga T Hill jumped off.
Nah, look, but that's just what I was thinking, CamJ. I call me crazy, bro. But if you don't hear from me in weeks, bro, just know Turkey got me, bro.
Hey, you know, Isaiah and Cam. The one thing about Devin that I truly think that he could work on that will make him like dynamic, like super dynamic. I was thinking about it last night, and it's just simple. His counter punching, you know, like his counter punching and punching in between. Devin is a guy that's just gonna sit on the outside, pop shot you. When you get close, he gonna wrap you up. He's not really waiting on it. He's waiting on the counter, but he might hook to the body. He got to figure out how to counter to the head. You know, if he can catch a guy and make him pay, then I think Devin will be, you know, he'll start getting those knockouts.
Does that phase? I think Devin will actually knock somebody out.
He'll start knocking people out.
Yeah, because you know what? Like I get it. You know, Bill Haney, he's a great coach, but you see, I remember I heard an interview from Bill saying that he used to be around Floyd and the greats.
Yeah.
Floyd was good with the jab. You know what I mean? that was Floyd's bread and butter, bro.
And Floyd was a good counterpuncher too.
Yeah,
but
was.
he wouldn't explode into the shots even. Like he'll
Exactly, bro.
hit you with that lead right and back up. You know,
But
he'll
you
hit
know
you with
what's
the lead
crazy?
right.
It would hurt them. And
it would hurt them. Yeah.
And I see Devin doing the same, but I would like to see Bill bring in a coach to help them perfect the game plan. I really wish they would have kept Shane Mosley. And, you know, I do believe with Shane Mosley on their side, a couple more fights in, Devin would have developed that way to punch. But, you know, Bill wants to be the main star of the show. And if Bill puts his pride to the side, I do believe that, and they bring in somebody who really knocking shit out, I do believe that'll transpire to Devin for him to get a new set of eyes. Just he needs to, bro, because if he goes back into this Ryan fight, and the only reason why I say Devin will probably win the second one because Bill's gonna cook up a good game plan to the point where it's gonna be a Brian Norman kind of game plan.
Yeah.
But we just saw Ryan's right is back up.
Yeah.
Nah, yo, Dondre, I ain't no Haney Colt. Remember, Roger, I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like Devin could win. He definitely.
Oh, nah. You know, I ain't said no damn pointers on that nigga, bro.
Hey,
he going crazy.
Dodger, you fuck with Rolly heavy, man.
Nah, trip out, bro. Rolly.
Let me add the context too. The only two fights I want to see from Ryan is Devin or Rolly. Like if he ain't fighting Devin, he should be fighting fucking Rolly. You know what I mean? That's just my personal thing. He should be getting his get back from with Rolly. If he ain't fighting Rolly. You know
but you see, Cam, for him.
Now, as far as Devin with a unification with Rolly, like it is what it is. You know what I mean?
That would be good.
A lot of the guys, they fuck with that shit. Oh, hell nah.
Look, Rolly definitely has a chance. Rolly definitely has a chance to beat Devin, and it's crazy because I was one of the
everybody they mama know I do not fuck with Bill Haney. So
me either.
Knows.
Hell no, bro. Hell no. But not Cam. I was one of the few who actually said Rolly he's got good skills now and he's actually developing. But yeah, everybody keeps saying that he's a bum, this and the third. But it's like, bro, he left Bullet, and when have we ever seen Rolly box? He outboxed Ryan because Ryan probably thought, oh, this dude's about to just come in here going crazy with the swings. He showed discipline over time, and if Rolly could do that against Devin, I don't think Devin's gonna be able to clinch him. I don't think so. I think Rolly.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Devin and them they nervous on that Ryan fight, dog.
No, they are, bro.
Nervous as hell on that Ryan fight. You can tell with Bill Haney, even in that interview. Bill Haney with the interview that I played earlier with him on the Last Stand earlier, where they keep mentioning, you know, Ryan and Oscar and them being comedians and everything, and he's been mentioning this shit in several interviews where he's been talking pretty much, you know, saying that, you know, Ryan and them, they playing a whole lot of games and shit. But the thing is, like I mentioned earlier, Ryan is in them boys' head. He is in them boys' heads 100% to where they want him on 365 test and all of that. You know what I mean? They want to be the A side and the fight along over Ryan and everything. You know what I mean? Like that boy Ryan is in them boys' head where I feel like them going and moving towards Rolly is because I think they tentative and they cautious on fighting Ryan Garcia, and they've been showing it this whole entire fucking time though. Like they really have. Like they've been showing it. Devin wants to fight, I believe. I don't think Bill wants to fight. That's the thing, and Devin always follows up off of Bill. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like they willing to take the Rolly fight, which is the Rolly fight ain't no easy ass fight for them. You know what I mean? It's not an easy fight. Like that's just my opinion on it. I think they more cautious. They think the Rolly fight is a more easier fight than Ryan Garcia right now, looking at him. Good, Isaiah.
Nah, bro, it's just crazy, you know, because Rolly, I feel like Devin thinks that he could beat Rolly. He might see him as a lick, but if we're being honest, Rolly's not no lick, bro. I feel like Devin should have got him in the beginning because with Bullet, I noticed that Rolly was very undisciplined and he was just going for the kill. You know what I mean? Because you know Bullet, he on that bullshit, murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. That's his type of shit, bro. And it's like that worked for Rolly, but I feel like right now with because he's with who's he with? He's with Salas now, right?
Yep.
It's with Salas. I feel like Rolly's more disciplined. I feel like I mean, man, it's crazy. Who would have ever thought Rolly a champ at 47? And I'm 100% sure if Rolly moves up to 54, he's gonna be a champion there too, bro. You know Rolly got that. He got that crayon strength. And I know for a fact they're gonna do it. But nah, so somebody just said if Ryan was the A, if I was Ryan, I'd give them the A side. Nah, for what? For what? Devin don't deserve to be the A side. He sued right away and he did all those antics for the whole year. The rematch could have happened, Cam, but a lot of people forget that Haney put the lawsuit on him, and Oscar De La Hoya said, "Yo, you dropped the lawsuit, we'll rematch you." They dropped the lawsuit. And then Bill starts doing all these antics, and they're gonna continue to do these antics to maneuver themselves out the fight. If the fight doesn't happen now, I could foresee the fight happening at 54, bro.
That's tough. That's tough. They got to get it cracking, bro. I feel like why wait now? Like why wait later? When they can fight now, they both champions right now. That it's a unification fight. You know what I mean? But I understand. I see the Haney fans. You know, a lot of them. They looking at it as shit. Devin fights Rolly, go up there and unify up with Rolly, and then it makes the fight even more bigger. You know what I mean? It's like they want to build that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even more. You know what I mean? But like I said, to me, it looked like they want Rolly as they think Rolly is the easiest fight, so they picking that. But then even at the same time, they continue to mention Xander too, bro. So that's why I say it shit is all over the place, bro. All over the fucking place.
In my honest, humble opinion, I think both fights is equally dangerous. I ain't gonna lie. You know, Rolly, like you said, Rolly box smart and try to, punch Devin and step to Devin how he was like stepping to like a tank or stepping to like Ryan. If he can do some shit, and Ryan can do some shit too if he stepped to Devin, and they both dangerous fights, bro. It's a unification, and one thing we can't measure is what these dudes are doing and thinking, and are they just tweeting to get the fans hyped? Ryan Garcia all of a sudden, I'm not fighting Devin Haney. I'm not thinking about fighting him. That'll always be there. I want to fight Shakur. And then fucking a day later, he like, oh, yeah, I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. And then fucking Rolly drops some shit. And now Devin's like, all right, my pop's going to holler at your peoples. So, it's only so far I think that we can even, put our minds into that shit, because I honestly think Devin will fight Ryan again. Like, I think he can't even get away from it if he wanted to. And I think Ryan can't get away from it if he wanted to. It's a no contest at the end of the day. So, they, people see what they saw. So, they going to have to get it. It ain't nobody else to fight. Nobody moving up. It has to happen. So, I think it does build it up a little more, especially if Devin go out there and put a performance on, even if he just win, shit, even if he lose, Rolly's still gonna be the man, and Ryan gonna have to fight Rolly. So, shit, it don't make no sense to fight Ryan if he get beat by Rolly. It's like, nigga, both y'all got beat by Rolly, so you got more shit to deal with. I don't. Yeah. Nah, but I think Ryan gonna happen. It's more. This is more of an angle to force Ryan's hand, because right now I honestly don't think Ryan is really like ready to go do that right this second. You know what I'm saying? He just got that belt. Oscar All them dudes, you know how they get down. They do not be wanting to do shit right off the bat when they get champions. Oscar don't even want
nostalgia
Virgil.
life was good, bro. Yeah, man. That's why I said it is. I think Ryan wants to fight more than Devin right now. That's what it seems to me. The way off of both teams' actions for real. Ryan, I don't think he has no problem with fighting any of these guys. He may be more cautious on the Rolly shit because he know Rolly got his fucking number. But Ryan damn sure ain't running away from a fight with Devin Haney after what happened in the first fight. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say it's like if Devin Haney, it only makes sense for him to go and get this back now. You know what I mean? Because say fucking Devin fights Rolly, then Ryan fuck around and takes another fight. You know what I mean? Then it pushes that whole process a lot longer. And Oscar don't really got much, say so and what the fuck. I mean, he got say so, but as far as if Ryan wants to make a fight happen, Ryan's gonna do whatever it takes to make a fucking fight happen, even without Oscar De La Hoya's regard. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that he did it with the Tank fight. You know what I mean? So that's why I like.
Yeah, bro.
There should be no roadblocks. We know Devin's the A side. I mean, Ryan's the A side in this fight. That's already understood. You know what I mean? Devin, he looking like he ain't even the A side in the Rolly fight because the Rolly, the PBC, they reaching out to him.
Exactly.
I find that very ironic.
They would have reached out, right?
Absolutely.
Shit make no sense, but that's what it is, bro. People want to sit there and just lie, bro, and people want to not be honest about the shit, and they want to say, "Oh, this is all Ryan's fault," because Ryan doesn't want to be accepted to anything. But it's like, what the fuck does Ryan got to be accepted for? Remember, the WBC is the most prestigious belt, right? Who cares if Devin's ranked on the pound for pound? The pound for pound is in my eyes, bro, is opinion. That's all that shit is, bro. And then on top of that, the Ring magazine, pound for pound, is the most opinionated fucking pound magazine there is, bro.
That Ring magazine rankings is flawed as fuck, bro. Yeah. I don't go by a lot of people's pound for pounds, especially Ring magazine. Like, they the same guys that got Virgil Ortiz number 1 at 154, and he don't even have a belt. Like, come on, make this make sense. Like, it makes no entire sense at all. Like, that's why I say these dudes be tripping, bro. Like, that's why I say they going. You can't go. Devin can't be taking boxing Twitter talking points, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he taking some of his fan base talking points up there. Like, oh, with Devin's pound for pound, bro, that pound for pound shit don't mean shit when you go to the negotiation table. It don't mean nothing. Like, we already explained the whole situation with Ryan Garcia is being more valued by Turkey Al-Sheikh over Devin, and that's just the fact of the matter. My nostalgia, like I said, Devin don't want that smoke with Ryan. I doubt we get this second fight, man. Hey, man, from what we seen earlier today with Mr. Rolly Romero and Devin, where is that? Right here, yeah. It said, Rolly said, I just got the call, May 30th, New York City at the Barclays on Amazon Prime. Balls in your court, Ducky, talking to Dev right there. And then, Dev confirms that Louis the Cubas contacted Bill Haney and them and said that the rumors are true. Let's see if we can get this done. So you got Devin Haney looking like he pushing more for Rolly currently than Ryan right now. This is crazy. Because you got Ryan out here talking crazy, reckless, man. He in them boys' heads, man.
Cam, I can't let you do that, man.
He in them boys, Ryan in them boys' heads, man.
He saying that, man. He pushing for Rolly more, man. Hey, Rolly this shit
but
paperwork, bro. They talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just talk. It's all talk. But the thing is, he got to get into that conversation with Ryan, man. They got to make that shit happen. I ain't even mad if he make the Rolly shit happen, though. Like if Devin was to make Rolly happen, like I'm not mad at it because he's unifying up. So I wouldn't call that a duck in that perspective on Devin on ducking Ryan for Rolly in retrospective. I wouldn't say that in particular myself, but at the same time, I will say I would prefer Devin fighting Ryan over Rolly right now. My boy Cornelius Burner said Rolly for the upset. Nostalgia, like he said, Devin be talking like he wants fights, but keyword, let's see if it. Hey, I think he wants the Rolly one more than Ryan right now. That's just my opinion. I think they cautious on Ryan. They looking at Ryan's antics on Ryan popping this shit and everything, and thinking that Ryan popping all of the shit that he doing is some clown shit, and they thinking it different about the Ryan fight, bro. Just by actions and the words.
Yeah, Ryan over here on stream on the golf course with his belt. That nigga's so happy to have that belt, man. He finna chill. Watch this. Ryan ain't finna fight. I guarantee you, Devin or not, he not finna fight till like November, bro. Ryan, one of them high profile. He wait like 7-8 months to fight. He ain't finna get back in there. How many times he fought last year?
He only fought once last year. Yeah, because he was suspended. He was suspended before that.
He did get suspended. That give him a little pass. But before that, what he fought? He fought Rolly. Yeah, he don't be fighting like that. He ain't no 4-month turnaround guy. He gonna wait at least 7 to 8 months. They gotta find the right fight, the right money. You know. But no, Rolly could. I think Devin a favorite, but I'm thinking like in my mind, I'm thinking Rolly got a shot somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. Yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and close it out, bro. Go ahead and do your thing, bro. Appreciate you jumping on, my nigga.
Appreciate you, dog.
For sure.
Keep it up. Yep.
You already know. Yeah, man. So overall, man, what we got from the whole entire show, man, we got Navarette putting belt to ass to Nunez, which is I would love to see Navarette unify up with Ashaki Foster or Dickens in particular. Even though Dickens, he got a fight with Kakasi coming up. You know what I mean? I did see Stephen Foden out there, cool boy, putting his name out there on Twitter and everything, talking about wanting to fight the winner of that, Dickens and Kakasi fight, and talking about wanting to fight Navarette. I don't know, man. Cool boy, you got to come back to the drawing board. But I would love to see Navarette fight Ashaki Foster in particular. I would love that fight. But I wouldn't mind seeing Ashaki Foster go ahead and, fight Raymond Ford as well. You know what I mean? Fight Son, Shakur's son. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind that as well. Keyshawn Davis, man, you got to get you a fight, bro. Got to get you a fight, man. You know what I mean? Whether it's at 140 or 147, man, for real. You calling out all these guys, you need to lock some in for sure. And then overall, my whole perspective of this situation with Ryan, Rolly, and Dev. I want Dev and Ryan. You got Ryan. He playing Devin Cock 100%. He out here saying that he gonna retire him, saying that he the A side, saying that boy Devin don't want no smoke, saying that his pops that out coach Bill Haney. Like he talking all of this crazy wild shit, man. You know what I mean? And I just feel like as a man and Devin should be going after that Ryan shit regardless right now. He should be shooting for that and going to get that get back regardless, man. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Rolly, Devin, cool fight. I fucks with it. You know what I mean? But I would rather Ryan and Dev get it on now. You know what I mean? Because if Devin lose that fight to Rolly, then Ryan got to go back and go fight Rolly from there. You know what I mean? That whole scenario, you know what I mean? So it's a real interesting, you know what I'm saying, shit to look at in retrospective, man. This boxing sport is crazy as hell for us. A lot of, you know, the stories and everything that be coming upon and shit, man. And we're gonna stay tuned to this shit, man. And I must tell you, we'll be back live. We're gonna be live the next 2-3 days. So we'll be back live tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, I got something real special, man. I got a special guest tomorrow night. So I'm looking at it probably Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, most likely. So we'll be back live Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Got a very, very special guest. He's been on here before, and he's been on the channel before, but I got a special guest that's going to be on the channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. most likely. I'll let y'all know if the time is at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, but most likely it'll be at 8 p.m. though. So we'll be back live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You already know the vibes. Of course, Wednesdays, you already know we live every Wednesday. Sorry but not sorry, Boxing Talk Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, man. And you know I'm already gearing up that show as well, man. So we active, man. Y'all already know. I'm about to drop some videos on some of the shit we done talked about as well, man. So stay tapped into the channel, man. Appreciate everybody's support on the show today as well, man. Much love, peace, and blessings and prosperity to everyone. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You heard. We out of here.
All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, scene basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it.